What's good, everybody? Welcome back. How are you guys doing? How's your weekend so far? Especially if you haven't been here, if you weren't here yesterday. Where have I been, nice guys? I've been doing top secret stuff. Can't talk about it. I'm joking. Yeah, we'll get into that probably in a bit, just because I already talked a lot yesterday. But welcome back, everybody. Roll, what's going on, man? We're learning about cations and anions. I don't even know what an anion is, but I feel like someone mentioned that before when we were here. Yeah, anyways, we're going to continue the Chronicles of Slowboy. Slowboy is level 5, base class knight, without switching any equipment, only adding rings to the ring slots. And yeah, and he's got to beat everything in the game. So no leveling, fat rolling, and bad equipment. That's the idea. That's where we're at right now. We got 6 hours on the clock, 4 minutes. And I've beaten 16 out of 26 bosses, I believe. Maybe 15 out of 26, because I think we got the Lords, we got DLC that makes 8, we got Fire Sage, which is 9, Moonlight Butterfly, 10, and Gwyn, I guess 11, so yeah, 15 roughly. At least 15. Something like that. So I'm gonna go kill Moonlight Butterfly, because that's super simple. Probably should have already done that. Most recently, actually, you know what? Before we even do that, let's be smart right here. I died right when I got out of Painted World when I killed Priscilla, and I think I lost 30,000. So we're gonna go get that back. Which, trying to think of the quickest way. I think Dark Moon 2 might be quicker. So we're gonna get that back. We'll buy some of the Lightning Pine resin from Donal of Xena in Firelink, if he's there at least. I think he probably is there. Oh, we got Gaping Dragon too, so maybe we're 14 out of 26. So yeah, we're over the halfway point, but just about halfway. In terms of difficulty, probably not even halfway. Long Wolf Sif, thank you so much for the Prime sub, dude. I appreciate that. Welcome. I really like your speedrunning versus no-hit run video, Onglar. I appreciate it, dude. That was actually really cool to make. It was something for a long time that I had as an idea, but the thing with me is, like, I have a lot more ideas than you actually see turn into videos. And at the time that I had the idea, I wasn't making videos like that. So I'm glad you liked it. I have a ton more videos like that. If you want to have any topic discussed in general, you can also suggest them. And if it's something that I think could make a pretty good video, I'll make it. But yeah, we've been taking a break from actually doing runs and me just playing things in general since I played Armored Core and I beat it. And this is the first thing back. This is just... it's going a lot smoother than I feel like it should have been. It's absolutely madness, but it's going pretty smooth. So the goal would be, if we can complete this by tomorrow, then right after we get right into Lies of P for the first playthrough. Miho, what's up, dude? Welcome back. It's been an eternity. It's been so long that like the time wizard of all time and space came to me and told me that you turned into a skeleton and then basically disintegrated into dust after that, and then reformed back into a baby again as a different person, and then lived on a planet with blue aliens flying around the solar system in flying saucers that can phase through time and space, only to get murdered in a giant space war and then come back again in time to refulfill the prophecy of having to tell me that it's been too long, and watch the stream in tier 3 sub while 14 people in white outfits and curvy swords start chasing me and throwing knives. What happened to my hair? It disappeared and then came back. So basically the whole story was that when I did that level 1 All Remembrance run, or sorry, the leveled character, the Elden Ring All Remembrance run, I molded, and then not playing games for so long allowed the follicles to regenerate, so I went completely bald and then grew hair again. It's pretty cool. It's been so long that you fought a barber and lost. Actually, so I don't go to the barber. I cut my own hair. I haven't gone to a barber since I was 6 years old. And I probably won't ever again, because it's not a priority of mine, but I'm also pretty simple. I don't really need the cleanest haircut. So yeah, I do my own. Right now, pff, it's fine. It's getting colder too, so it's probably good that I have it. Yeah, originally what I was gonna do, it was just something that someone suggested in chat actually, and there was a couple people that told me it'd be pretty cool. Decided to try it out. I was gonna grow it as long as I could and then get a style done of some sort, like some locks, but then I thought of the downsides. Apparently there's a lot of problems that can happen with that other than just the preservation of the hair. Like you can get headaches, can kind of pull on your scalp a lot. You can have more hair fall out, which is obviously not desirable. And it can screw up quite a few things. It can also have some benefits, but I think the cons outweigh the pros. So I might try it once in the future, but originally that was the plan, and then I kind of just left it. And then I've cut it since then. It was longer than this.
So the world might be
but yeah, it would be cool to have like a super interesting haircut.
Viking braids are the move.
The Viking braids, that'd be sick, dude. Also, Tom, thank you for the 27 months. And Trailer, thank you for the 25 as well. You are correct. Did you not kill Gaping yesterday? Oh, I did kill Gaping Dragon, you're right. Okay, wait, what we did was we ran into the depths, and I speed ran and I skipped the bonfire, and I just went through the shortcut right to Gaping Dragon. First tried it with the Chandler still alive, which is just ridiculous. So that went pretty well. And I think it went a lot better because I waited until I had the favor and protection, which is a bonus to the health and the endurance. But we still actually fat roll though, so basically if I want to use Red Tear Stone on 4 Kings, I gotta break it. That's the only fight where I would probably want to take it off, but I think we can do 4 Kings with it still on. I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna save that for later though. We're gonna go to Moonlight now, but let me see if I can buy the lightning resin too, because that'll probably be good for the DLC and for 4 Kings as well. And we already got the fire resin unlocked as well. No top secret anymore? No, there's nothing top secret. Your chimney was equipped with steel tubing, so you can attach a pellet furnace. Long time coming, and a lot of energy, time, and money put into it. Last moment to start heating the house. I'm assuming that was like a good choice for you. Like, it actually, does it save you more money, or was it just like a necessity? Did you max out the broadsword? I have plus 12, I think. Yeah, plus 12. So we can get more chunks from New Londo, and then I can buy them from the blacksmith as well, but I only have 1 extra one. So when I was starting, I was thinking I could go to the giant blacksmith and probably buy a few. I can't remember if he actually sells them. I was gonna ask you guys. I play Lies of Pimo. I haven't played it yet. Soon though.
I'm good. I'm done.
Oh, he only sells 3 of them. Oh shit.
So the world might be mended.
Oh wait.
So
Who's the dude that sells unlimited? Is that the guy in the DLC? Is it Chester that sells lightning resin, or am I thinking of someone else? Can't buy chunks in DS1. Okay, so I have to find them then. There is some in Sen's Fortress. There's one where the giant is. If we kill the giant in Sen's, we get 1 from him. There's another giant as well. And then there's one at the bottom of like the first area. So there's those. The Dark Wraiths drop them if I kill them.
So the world might be mended.
And then I could always just get this slab. What I do in a run is I'll take the Titanite slab we have right now, and I'll get Framp to chew it and then make chunks out of it. But I think he's mean now because I dropped into the hole. Yeah, he's gone. He doesn't like me. So that's kind of shitty. I think we'll be fine with plus 12 for now anyways. But yeah, I remember in the runs I would do, I typically, with a regular Titanite weapon, I would just get him to break it down. Because there's like 3 slabs you get in the game. You got Stray Demon, Calamite, and then I think there's one in Painted World or something like that. Alright. Let's go to Parish. Duofae, thank you for the 8 months. Thank you for using your Prime sub. And Alien, thank you for the 14 months. And the Prime as well. Oh, Elizabeth, the mushroom lady. Yeah, you're right. Oh, she does sell them. I forgot that was even a character. Also, this dude, he drops the Demon Titanite. We said we were going to kill him at some point. I could kill him right now. Should I try to? Let's do it. Did you ever finish AC6? Started playing based on your recommendation. You ended up platinuming the game. Holy shit, that's crazy. You got platinum on it from me saying you should buy it? That's cool. I didn't beat every single ending, but I did get the one ending, so I did beat it. That was on the last broadcast before the one from yesterday. It should be uploaded. I don't have like a full playthrough video of any sort. I was going to originally, but what I've learned is like a lot of people that do this kind of content that made videos for AC, they didn't really perform that well. They underperformed quite a bit because it's a very unpopular franchise, if that makes sense. There's not a lot of really booming videos out there for it unless you timed them perfectly. So there's not a huge advantage for me to like make an edited playthrough, but I'm going to put the full playthrough on the second channel. So there is a second channel. It's not available for you guys to see yet, but it has a ton of stuff already on it, just ready to go. Just one button click and then just videos pretty much constantly. So there's a ton of things on there. And I would imagine that after this playthrough is done, you'll start to see the first few things coming out on it. Just need to kind of do a little bit more research and set up a few things to make sure it's done properly, but it's almost ready. And there's a ton of like longer things that need to be cut into 2 parts that are probably close to 12, 14 hours in some cases. You know, playthroughs are 5 hours, all that. The full video from this playthrough should be on there too, because this one's going to be cut up to probably about 3 hours or less, maybe 2 hours. Oh, actually, I should hit the bonfire here too. Last winter, your heating was old, wood-fueled, and broken. 8 hours a day, keeping the fire and fidgeting with steam and overheating. The pellet furnace is automatic. A lot of free time in your hands. That's crazy. You had like an old school method to heat the house. That's wow. That must be really cool then. I'm assuming you're probably going to be there like longer term, so that's why you did that. Right now you're doing level 1 run on DS3. Any advice for Dancer of the Boreal Booty? There is a guide I have, so if you type in !guide, that advice would still apply to level 1. The weapon's different, but the strategy is exactly the same of what I would do. So that would probably give you the best advice. If you have any other questions, you can just ask me. But it's best explained there. And when I did it level 4 originally, or sorry, level 1, it was the same thing. I just struggled a lot more to actually execute it. But there's 2 different options with the armor. You could either go super light and then not have to worry about just mid-rolling, but then you're going to get one-shot by almost every single thing. Or you could do some sort of setup with Prisoner's Chain, where you have the armor and it's heavy. But then with how slow you're going to be, you might get caught in certain things because she kind of just spams, right? That's the only other option that you have with level 1 that's not mentioned in that video. And then there is a video linked in the description of the guide that is level 1 damage list, so it shows my fight with the same kind of build you're probably running, pretty similar, with no armor, and it's done perfectly, so you can kind of see the methods. Okay, the thing with Moonlight Butterfly, that rolling, you gotta go early, so the stuff can go over you. You can't really like iframe it that easily. Oh no. The defense is actually pretty good though, because she's kind of weak. She's early game. If I can get this in one landing, that'd be amazing, but the stamina regen's so bad, dude. Yeah, probably not gonna be able to get it. I can do some fire bombs, though. I have some fire bombs. I have 15 left. Let's see if that works. Oh, that's as good as my attack, dude. How are basic fire bombs as strong as a plus 12? That's ridiculous. Oh my god, dude. That's the bad one. Uh-oh. Okay, I got super lucky there. That was extremely lucky. If she did the needle, I probably would be dead right there. Is Abyss Watcher's AI broken on all patches? I don't think so, unless there's a new method to do it. When I was speedrunning originally, it was only broken on whatever version I did I think it was the level 1 run on. I want to say it was like 1.12 or 1.13 or something like that. Okay, we got the Watchtower Divine Ember. We don't even actually need those, but... Oh yeah, also for Nito, just so you guys know, I'm not actually going to kill the skeletons permanently because I can't switch the equipment. Meaning, I could ascend the broadsword to Divine, then descend it again, but I'm not even going to do that. I'm just going to have to keep killing them as I kill him, which is ridiculous. I don't even know how that's going to work. Could use the Fog Ring, and I could use Slumbering Dragon Crest and do it that way, but I think I'm actually just going to go hardcore and just do the skeletons at the same time, block them, and somehow manage to do it. So he's going to be pretty close to last as well. It'll be him, 4 kings, then anything from the DLC that ends up being like really, really tricky. But that's another thing. I think it could be like one of the hardest things in this run, because you can't despawn them at all. They're just gonna keep coming back, and then he's gonna basically control the area with the explosions the whole time. While I also have very low damage, so it's not gonna one-shot the skeletons at plus 15. I don't think.
So the world might be mended.
You can wait for Nito to come to you. That won't trigger the skeletons.
Looking good, man.
You can, but you need the Slumbering Dragon Crest Ring and Fog Ring to do that. And then if I do Slumbering Dragon Crest and Fog, I have to break Favor and Protection, so it's a debate. So if I do him close to last and 4 kings follows that, and I want to go into 4 kings without the ring, maybe I try that first and see if it's good. Then I could break it and then just do Nito, 4 kings, and Gwyn, and just do back-to-back. That's fine without the ring. But for the DLC, I definitely want this. I think it would make more sense. Just to at least like kind of get the feel for it again, because fat rolling Artorias, Calamite, and specifically Manus, it's very, very difficult. Like there's a lot of lingering frames, and there's a lot of hitboxes that are just super weird, especially the flips too. Flips on Artorias. Changing rings is allowed. So you don't start with any rings. I'm allowed to put any 2 rings on that I want. I just can't change the equipment it comes with, right? And then I'm not allowing myself to use any other weapons. So like, let's say I had a weapon, I could put it on this slot. I'm not going to do that either, but the ring slots are empty by default. And in the class challenge, typically like the original rules that were made, you can use any rings you want as long as you don't obtain any item or ring from a covenant. It's fine. I think that counts for consumables too. Oh, I could kill Rhea right now. Get the humanities. I might wait. What do we do now? What do we do after Moonlight? I'm trying to think what the smartest thing would be. Fire Sage is pretty decent. I killed Ceaseless already. I could run all the way back there, but I didn't get the Covenant Bonfire. So, oh wait a second. No, I did. I should be able to warp there. Oh, I can. Okay, so we can go do Fire Sage. and then do Beta Chaos. Yeah, let's do that. Trying to think if I should buy more fire resin first. Well, we have the 40,000 because we're gonna get so many souls, but I'm not gonna be able to use them that well. And then plus 12 on fire sage would be okay, but should I try to get more chunks first? Because I'm gonna have to get them at some point. I'm trying to think if there's any other way to pick up chunks like as we go. I don't think there really is. Only thing that's kind of shitty, I have to go all the way through Sens again just to kill the giant, so. Okay, we'll give it a try. We'll just get the area open. Let's see. You can get another favor and protection from Snuggly. You can, but killing Xanthus King is kind of annoying too. there's just a lot of things that I probably could do it, but I've always had trouble killing him. I don't know why. I think I already said thank you, Decline. If I didn't, thank you so much for the 1 year, dude. And I appreciate the compliment as well. You're looking pretty damn good with the 1 year, 12-month badge. That actually is my favorite badge. Ashton, I've been doing good. Thank you for asking, man. I'm doing very, very good. I think that it was a good idea to just kind of slow down on doing the runs, doing the games, even though I already was a little bit before that. Like I had definitely taken a huge step back from the original protocol of doing crazy challenges nonstop and, you know, the speed runs, the records, whatever the hell. So it's been nice to kind of still also make content and not necessarily need to do a run to achieve that. But there is a lot of things I want to do. So we're still going to be doing those, just probably not as often. And yeah, the fact that you guys are actually enjoying this, you're still here, that is mind-boggling to me. But I guess then again, there is quite a few people that were there for Armored Core and for other games too, so it's always awesome. Take your time, we'll be here. Yeah, like there's a lot of other goals I have too. So it's to the point where it's very difficult to put the same intention and focus into everything equally. It's kind of like some things are hard focused, other things just aren't. It's not the same level of quality, unfortunately. And that was the problem. It was like, you know, wanted to do other things and, you know, put some higher quality into those things, and was able to do that by not playing games. Like that was, it was way easier. But I'm excited to share a lot of that stuff with you too. So there's going to be some content with the stuff I've been working on. Oh. I can't remember if he can hit me through the pillar on this side.
Strength be granted so the world might be mended.
Okay, so if I was smart, I'd probably kill this thing.
Might be mended.
But even if I tried, I might still die, because level 5. Let's see. Yeah, that's bad. That's bad damage. Oh my god. What about fire bombs? Let's see. We're in a legitimate lava tunnel, lava cave. I don't think it's gonna do much. 18 damage. Okay, so the option is basically I go from the bonfire way up there, I just run the fire sage, and I try. I just see if I can do it. That's about it. And if I don't, then I have to run all the way back again, so... It's an option, but the thing is, I'm very good at fire sage, but I don't know with the fat roll. I just don't know. And I'm not sure how I can hit this thing and then escape quick enough. Oh yeah, it does that too. Old Brex, thank you for the 62 months. Welcome back, dude. Fat roll hitless, Frister? No, it's not fat roll hitless. The run command is not updated for this particular run that we're doing, but the title should say the rules in it. So no leveling, no switching the equipment from the night class, which means you have to fat roll, and then we got to kill every boss. thing is scary, dude. I kind of want this bonfire, though, because later on, we're going to want to come back for the Ember. Ooh, shit. Okay. I'm going to put on blue tier stone. That might save me. See, with flip ring, you'd be able to escape this so easily. It's kind of like Lucky. It just doesn't attack. Oh, see, like he did. Oh my god, dude. How did I escape that? So yeah, you can spam 2 back to back. There we go. Easy. This feels like a turn-based game at this point. It literally almost is turn-based. I was saying that on the harder fights, for example, on Ornstein and Smo, every single thing that happened in general felt like a close call. Unless I got extremely lucky. Even the planned out things, like I felt like I had to think way more ahead. And even if I was like super accurate, it just didn't look like I was accurate at all. It looked like I was barely getting lucky and just slipping by. I don't think there's a way to make it look effortless on this run. It's just very sloppy and very slow. Oh, dude. Good thing we got the bonfire. Good thing blue tear stone doesn't do anything. Jeez. Inorganic, thank you for the good luck, dude. I definitely need it. I'll take all the luck. We got 1 boss down already. We got Moonlight Butterfly, going for Fire Sage. Beta Chaos should, like, if I remember how to do the trick for it properly, it should be first try. Oh, wait, I can't use the bow, though. So we're actually screwed. I forgot there is no bow. I'm legitimately, I'm fucked. Why am I even doing Beta Chaos then? That's crazy. Okay. Well, it seemed really good 2 seconds ago. Now I have no hope for anything. That's unfortunate. Damn, I was thinking the whole time, I forgot you need to use the crosshair on the bow to aim. You can't just like free aim it and then get that lucky unless you're like literally hacking the game. Who came up with this run? I remember back in the day, Epic Name Bro mentioned it. I think it was on a forum somewhere. I don't know if he was the one that wrote the post for it originally, but he made like a set of rules, or somebody did. And it was, you pick a starting class, you can't change any of the equipment, you can add rings, but you can't join a covenant, and then you have to beat every boss plus DLC without leveling. And what happens is every run except for the Pyromancer typically, and then maybe like a select other class, maybe 2 other classes, are way harder than base level 1, where you can pick, you know, any weapon you want. Even the Pyromancer with the hatchet, I would say, is easier than this by quite a bit, because you get Pyromancy, and you can scale that with just the Pyromancy hand being leveled. You don't even need a stat to scale it. So actual level 1 in this game is just infinitely easier than this. But this is like probably the hardest class though, because of the fat roll. Say whoever came up with it was a little crazy. I could see this being extremely difficult if you hadn't played much of the game. Like, let's say you just did level 1 by itself and you did like a deathless run. This would be kind of silly. Do you get iframes at all? So you get iframes, but I think you get 2 to 3 less iframes than the average with a regular roll. There's a chart that actually shows, if you go online, you can look it up, but it is the lowest amount of iframes you can get, technically. Which, if it was the same, it would be so much easier. I think that's their only way of actually justifying putting a slow roll in the game. They had to make it less invulnerability, not even just the spacing and the recovery. Because like, you're already punished with the fact that your hitbox is lingering as you're getting off the ground, right? And you can't just use the roll with, for example, the flip ring to cover more distance than running. So there's like a few different disadvantages outside of the iframes. This is probably one of the only runs too where I actually have to use the jump. The jump doesn't really do anything in general. In most case scenarios, the jump is super useful in this because the spacing from it's a bit quicker. Unlike that last moment where you're about to get killed or something like that. Have I done Liza P yet? No, I'm going to be starting Liza P after this run is done. Or in the case that I get stuck on this run and we want to take a break. So it should be coming up in a couple days at least. I think that between tonight, I'm going to play for like maybe 4 hours on this stream. So a little bit shorter than yesterday, and then do a nice one tomorrow. And between all that, it should be done. If I'm good, if I still have the finesse on this game, we'll see. Because everything we've done so far aside from ONS, and maybe a couple other things, was pretty simple. Like the hard stuff is the end game. It's like you hit like a genuine wall on the DLC. Leif, thank you so much for the 6 months, dude. Fuck Capper Demon and the dogs and the run back. So, okay, that was one thing where I did it first try. I didn't get the shortcut, and I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna die and then have to run all the way back. Everyone's like, get the shortcut, or maybe just go to the depths and get the ember and come back. Or I guess you can't go to the depths, but, you know, just go that way and get the shortcut to the merchant. Binoculars work? Yeah, you could use binoculars on this. I just don't know if it would, like, what it would do. Oh, wait. Oh, you're meaning for the Bed of Chaos. My bad. That's a good point, actually. I don't think they have a crosshair, though, do they? If they do, I'm going to grab that. I'll try it. The thing with binoculars, though, if you use them, they count as an actual consumable. They don't count as a weapon, do they? Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. That was close. Whew. Fire Sage is one of those bosses too where the AoE that he does looks like it like has like the visible area, and a lot of other bosses, the visible area, it's kind of inaccurate. Like you can kind of touch the visual effect and it doesn't kill you sometimes. This one, like, it's actually pretty precise. Like that edge right there will kill me. So, or it'll do a lot of damage, one or the other. So gotta be careful. They don't have crosshairs, but you could makeshift it. I could try it. It's just one of those things where if I aim to that point and then I switch to a firebomb, will it stay aiming at that point? Because I got to go to Nito anyways. I could just use that as... Oh, we got Pinwheel as well. I forgot about Pinwheel. So yeah, we were 13 out of 16 then. We were halfway. This game has a lot of bosses in it. Would I do a keyboard and mouse challenge run? I could probably figure out something to do with keyboard and mouse. The thing is, to me, that's not really that challenging. It's just slightly less efficient than using the controller for me because I'm not a keyboard and mouse player. It would have been a lot harder way back, but I've played enough PC games now with keyboard and mouse where I'm comfortable with it. So I don't know how much of a challenge it would be. It would probably be cool to combine with something else. Like maybe using just a keyboard by itself, no mouse. We got Fire Sage, nice. Also, I tried to set up the channel points before we started to do bets, and the predictions thing wasn't available. It wasn't in the streamer rewards or whatever, the viewer rewards. Could not find it, and I did some research, but I didn't want to sit there for like an extra 20 minutes and then just waste time instead of starting. So I'm going to figure that out, but might have to talk to somebody that's actually used them before and see if they changed the name of it or if it's downloadable from somewhere else. I was going to do like a true or false, and then just, you know, you guys say true or false, and I basically say, hey, am I going to beat the next boss first try? But then with the redemption, the way it looked like you're just going to get points no matter what, and there's no way to like double them or triple them. I wanted to make it a betting system, which the bot already has built in, so like I could do that with the bot, but if we're going to enable channel points, I might as well just rely on that from the future and just make a bunch more rewards for that and see how it goes. Couldn't see the AoE attacks in Prepare to Die edition. Yeah, it's a lot harder to see a lot of the effects, you're right. That was an issue with Vort on Dark Souls 3 if you have the PC version and you play on low settings. I remember when the game came out, my computer wasn't good, and I couldn't see the frost effect around him. And then as soon as I could go up to medium settings for particle effects, I was like, oh shit. Okay, I can see the attack that was killing runs before. Oh, we got... Dude, there's Centipede Demon as well. Oh my god, no. Oh no, not Centipede Demon. Oh, there's a lot more stuff than I thought. Damn, okay, I don't know about that. I'm not sure about that one. Isn't Centipede Demon incredibly easy? If you use a glitch to kill him, maybe. I don't know how to do the really quick kill on him. But I'll try to do it the way I remember. See what happens. Oh, that's a lot of damage. I don't have the gold hem set to switch to either. That's the one problem right there for the lava. So I actually need the ring that he gives me. Yeah, I'm gonna die just jumping there. So yeah, I'm gonna have to kill him on the main island. That sucks. And then now, is my soul just gonna be floating over there in the lava? See, if I could go to that area, Centipede Demon would be a lot easier. But the one thing that's kind of a solid is like he doesn't have a lot of health overall. Estimated time for this run, Tackler, probably 12 hours if I'm lucky, but if it's any less than that, I'll be surprised. Never played any Souls game with a controller, Phantom? And do you find, like, when you play with a controller, does it just feel weird, like, for any game in general, or have you not played a game with a controller, really? Even unrelated to this? Didn't have a controller yet, so you played with a DS2 with a keyboard only? Oh my god. DS2 with a keyboard's fine, though. This game, before they made the remaster, was not good on a keyboard. They improved it a lot. There's not like a lot of room to hit him here. Because by the time I recover, it's so slow. Got chip away at the legs, I guess. Get the stomps. Ooh. See, that did damage and I... What? What was that, dude? He did damage and he didn't even hit me. Both of those things are weird. That doesn't make any sense. Even driving games, those need a controller? Yeah, keyboard and mouse on a driving game would be super weird. I have no idea how you do that. You're about to type in big boy damage and then you died. It's because you typed it in that I died. It's your fault. Decline, just be honest. You're remote accessing my game and you're controlling a debug version of the game that has Centipede Demon as a playable character. And then you get like a sick sensation that's just extremely satisfying, pretending that you don't know and being a different person, and you just love screwing with me. In fact, half the people here are in on the joke, and you guys are betting real money on my deaths right now. I'm becoming rich. This is it's a scandal. Watching you fat roll reminds you how much you dislike DS1 weight mechanics. Okay, so I agree with that. I think it is kind of crazy, but the poise in this game is amazing. Being able to actually tank the stuff, especially in PvP, it's pretty crazy how the poise works. And then in PvE, most of the time it helps you. It's like if you were to drink the lead elixir, I think in Bloodborne. He found out. Only you had the money to bet. The only reason you don't have the money to bet is because you bet it all in the first place. I caught you. All right, can I get the cut on this? The arm cut? Yeah, so his health isn't a lot, but the damage he does is crazy. Can't roll into that. That's not going to work. Don't know where you went. Oh, thanks. Thanks, dude. Camera boss. That was extremely lucky. That was ridiculous. I've never even dodged that before with the fat roll. In general, that's crazy. Oh no. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here. I feel like it's gonna be one of those victories that I don't even notice. Yeah, you can keep doing that. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. How about we just get a loop where the game breaks and you only do that attack? Is that what's happening, or do we have an agreement? Is this a friendly agreement right here? Okay, I think the friendly agreement's over. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, it was still a friendly agreement, but I just had to remember that in phase 2 he does the explosion. That was kind of friendly still. Music goes hard. Music in this game's kind of hit or miss. I feel like half of it is of the same quality of the original Demon Souls music, where it's kind of campy. Like it doesn't sound epic enough. There's something missing to it, or there's some factor of it that just makes it kind of sound silly. And then there's a lot of stuff that sounds really cool, like the Sif theme, the Gwen theme, the opening, the outro, character creation. Obviously Moonlight Butterfly shares Sif theme. Artorias, like anything in the DLC actually for that matter is good. Even Sanctuary Guardian's pretty good. Seath is pretty good too. Can you block the range attack? I could try and see. That's a good idea. I forgot you can block. The one-handed damage is so bad. Cool. Tail cut. Ooh. Does that mean we get the ring right away? Yo, kill the tail. Kill the tail. Kill the tail by itself. Kill the tail by itself. Pick up the item. Yes. Dude, that's sick. Okay, now we have... I forgot you could do that. I thought it was just the hand. There's 2 parts you can chop off. So now we can run. See, they could have gone further with this, and then, like, maybe because he's such a bad boss, you chop off the tail and you run away, and you can actually go through the fog gate and just go to Bed of Chaos and leave him behind. That'd be cool. Like, why do we even have to kill him? CW, what's up? Did I play Lies of P? I haven't, but I'm actually really excited to play it. That's the plan after this is done. So the quicker we get this done, immediately I'll be playing Lies of P, either the next stream or the same stream. What I'm gonna do is tomorrow I'll make sure it's downloaded. Like I probably won't have enough time to play it today no matter what, even if we did beat this somehow in the next 3.5 hours or whatever. But tomorrow I'll have it downloaded and ready so we can just go right into it. So sometimes when you come over here, you just spams that long range attack. And then I have to get closer. But it doesn't do anything. One thing I forgot though, I could actually just chill in the lava too. But oh wait, the equipment can break. I forgot. My armor could break, can it? And I can't take it off, so that means I gotta wait until we get farther and just use the durability on the lava on the way to Bed of Chaos. Or we could offer the humanity and then do the shortcut. I don't know if we have enough. Has anybody played this and pressed A to jump in recent time? I just pressed A to jump. I pressed Y to enter the fog gate when I first turned it on too. Lutax, what's up, dude? We're back. We are definitely back, man. Like, if there was a theme song that wasn't gonna get me copywritten, it'd probably be AC/DC right now. We got Back in Black. I don't even really like that song that much, but it would be that song. I didn't try to block the long range one yet because I got the ring, which allows me to kind of stay at a range of the long range attack. I can just kind of make him chill over here. It's a lot easier that way. Yeah, I definitely don't have enough humanities, but I'm gonna just use them to heal right now, because I think we're gonna win. Oh, shit. Kill him. There we go. Nice. Okay, now I gotta really be careful with the armor, because the durability is gonna go down as we run through the lava. I think it's 363 out of 400 right now, so we're gonna see when we get to the end how much less it is. Every song in DS3 sounds the same, too epic. Okay, so you like the fact that there's like some different types of scores in this one, where it almost sounds like it's from like a different place or a different game. I get that. For me, like Dark Souls 3, you're right. Every single song sounds epic, but I can't even pick a single boss fight that has a bad soundtrack though, because of that, because it's just so over the top and so high quality, and the way that they actually did the process for making the music is a little different than how they did the mixing and the mastering for this and the recording. Same for Bloodborne 2. They had the live choir for some of the tracks, and they even showed how they recorded it. It was really cool. Have you tried Fear and Hunger? I've never even heard about that before. Is that a new game as well? Lies of P needs to be played 2 times minimum to understand the full story. 1 on NG and then 1 on NG+. Is that what a lot of people did? They played it twice? You're doing level 4 on Bloodborne, pressing Elden Ring controls all the time. Oh, that means every time you try to pick up something, you're healing? That's terrible. The triangle spam where you just use too many vials. Are you doing DLC bosses too, or just main game battle? We're doing every single thing, and I killed a couple extras as well. So I did the Titanite Demon just for fun. I might, if I see anything else that's unique, I might kill that too. Could probably kill the Taurus Demon guarding the Chaos Ember if I want to get that, but I don't think I'm going to change the weapon type unless Gwyn is really hard. Oh, you know what? I just realized. Wait a second. That's it. That's how I got the chunks. So if I go and I kill the Black Knights in the kiln. Oh shit! Don't die. They don't have heads. They could have eaten me. I was saved because they're only half a body. They just bent over and killed me. Yeah, so I basically have to get all the Lord Souls for that, but that means that there's no plus 15 before any of the Lord fights, unless I somehow farmed the chunks or I got them somewhere else. Even then, I'm not sure if there's enough of them without just getting drops. Who puts 30 of these in a room for no reason? So actually, an interesting fact about this area, from what I understand, they were rushing to meet the deadline of Bandai Namco to release the game. So this actually is this whole area is unfinished. Literally, not even just the enemies that are half of an enemy, but the actual whole area design and everything was supposed to be a bit different. Beta Chaos as well. That's what you mean. Okay, you know that as well. Yeah, for anyone that didn't know that, that is a thing. So it could have been a lot better. I'm sure they would have made Beta Chaos like a good boss. In my opinion, I think the gimmick could have been the opening, and then they could have had, like, I think it was Daughters of Ash playthrough. They had a boss that came out of the center of it. There's actually a few different enemies in there. But if you cracked open the middle of it, there should have either been something that triggers a cutscene and puts you in a different place, or you fight another enemy. And then maybe the actual tree takes up a majority of the area, so it's possible to move around quite a bit. Been watching some videos about this kind of stuff. Your friend is a huge Dark Souls fan. We talked about this. That's cool. Not a lot of people in my personal life that have played this game know that kind of stuff, because I have quite a few friends that they like these games and that they have played them, but they don't know all like the super nerdy stuff about it or all like the weird behind the scenes. But yeah, there's still things probably to be discovered. Who knows? Like maybe not actual content, but just like the reasoning behind things. What are the half-finished enemies? The dinosaurs. Like they're just legs and a tail. They literally only have half a body. Wait, so I got the bonfire. Yeah, I sat at it. I think that one's a warpable one anyway, so it doesn't matter, but I want to see if I can get the funny thing to happen here. There's a way to walk down this very slowly. If the keyboard would do it. Yep. Ah, see, like, you can hold backwards once you get into that walk, and you can moonwalk down the thing. It's pretty funny. Gonna play Lords of Fallen when it comes out. So I will be playing Lords of Fallen, but I was talking about before my talent agency that I do sponsorships and just, you know, game launches with. They were supposed to receive the game. Oh. And we were supposed to do like an ambassadorship with the people that made it, promoting it before anyone else got it, essentially. So me and like another handful of people that are part of the agency, we're going to be one of the first ones to play it and just help them advertise for it. And we're all really excited because everyone wants to play it. It looks amazing. I think they gave some people early access, and actually I got invited to go to California to play it at an actual event early, and I didn't have my passport at the time, so I could have actually already played it. I'm kind of glad I didn't, because what happened was they retracted the deal of the early access for all of us after a year and a half of a working relationship with the agency. So they were saying like it might be best to just, like, because they did that, just don't maybe overhype it and like play it right away. Maybe wait a little bit because like they're getting free advertisement with us doing that when we were supposed to actually help them do it early. So I'm gonna play the game, but I want to figure out more information on how that deal went down, because that's kind of annoying. Like I don't care for my own personal interest as much, but I can imagine it'd be really frustrating trying to set up a contract for like several dozens of people for a year and a half and go over the terms and do all the logistics behind the scenes and, you know, have a working relationship with them, and then they just are like, nope. It's be really frustrating. Oh yeah, wait, we can just jump in. Fuck. Oh, scary, 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 scary. No health left. Ah, dude. Oh, Beta Chaos sucks, dude. I am gonna just do it the regular way, though. We might as well. How's music producing going on? We talked about a while back. You did double bosses in Elden Ring, Vadim. You mean like just me playing music? Or something else? Couldn't finish the original game. It was too broken. Lords of the Fallen original I didn't finish either. I played probably half of it. And I did stream it too. It was really heavy. Like they needed to make it quicker for it to be like a solid 8 or 9 out of 10. I would say it was like a 7 out of 10 at best, maybe a 6.5 out of 10. It's good seeing you again. Gotta go now. Good luck with the run decline. I'll see you later as well, man. We'll be back on this again tomorrow if I don't finish it, and then tons of other things I have planned coming up soon. And also because it's going to be getting really cold here in like the next like month or two. I'll probably be streaming more often during the winter just because there's not going to be as much stuff to do outside as well. And I'm just going to be making more time to do these types of runs again, because there's tons of runs I wanted to get done a long time ago. And I never did them because I was just so focused on doing speedruns and hitless. So I can kind of squeeze those in between other things that we're working on, right? There's going to be this. There's going to be, like I said, Bloodborne No Hunter's Dream was something I wanted to do for a while. The Elden Ring level 1 hitless shouldn't be too hard to get, so I want to do that too. And then at least one unique run for each game out of the 7, and then going back to doing the marathon of speedrunning all of them, with Elden Ring added in this time. And the goal would be 12 hours for 7 games by December, or less. Which we're probably already at the pace of around 15 to 16 right now, as is, but I need to learn a couple skips, for sure. Writing some music for a video game. So the game never actually got released yet. They didn't relaunch it as far as I know, so. I've been in talks a little bit with the people that made it, but there's no substantial information on when it's going to come out. I think they're still taking quite a bit of time to make it. But I can ask them if I can tell you about it if you want me to. Just so you know what kind of game it is. It's really cool. I've told some people in personal life just because like I'm allowed to do that. I just can't disclose it to the public that would be buying it essentially. So yeah, whenever I get the information, if I can tell you what it is. Because I think some of you would actually buy it. But I don't think they're close to finishing it yet. And they already had 2 delays. They had a pushback, I think it was last year, November, was already a delay from where they were going to announce it. And then I don't think they announced it at all in February, which was another pushback. And then I haven't heard anything since like around then. So is it Doom? It's not like it's not a big game, but it is made by somebody that's made a game that sold pretty decently. Like they are pretty well known. They're known enough where I went to this tuning shop way back, and the owner of the tuning shop knew the guy by name that made the other game. Like he bought his other biggest game when I mentioned what the project was, because he was just asking what I was up to and all these different things. We just got into a conversation, somehow it came up. That was when I was like still writing some stuff for it. Did you decide if they're gonna post your real name in the credits? I think I said that was okay, but like there was no like hardcore like information solidified where they made the credits, so it's not like set in stone. I can always just say, hey, I want the channel name instead. But I might actually even plug, like if it actually comes down to it and it all works out, I might plug the music channel. because I have a separate YouTube made for music. Separate YouTube made for music, a TikTok made for music, and an Instagram that I don't know if I'll use it, but it is made for music as well. When I start doing some of the new stuff I've done, I want to migrate a little bit of the old stuff over there that matches that I've already recorded, and then record some new stuff and put it over there. So maybe I'll just use that tagline and then I can plug it and people just go there and watch it. I don't know. Ibanez. Yeah, Ibanez is like the most played brand I've had, but I'm not really like set on any brand in general. It's just anybody that makes a cool guitar I'm fine with. So I played like any of the regular brands you probably heard of, like Gibson, Fender, Jackson, all the subsidiaries. Played like LTDs, PRS, like Paul Reed Smiths, Ovations, Taylors, Yamahas, Aristides would be like the only custom that I've actually got to play that's like really unique, I guess. And then, yeah, like even other things that are just almost like no name, or like J Junior. That was my first guitar. So I'm not really biased. It's mainly just the setup. Like a lot of the mid-range guitars to higher end ones, they're set up really well right away, but you can take a basic guitar and make it pretty good. Newest one. Oh, I've also played a Sterling as well. I haven't played an actual Ernie Ball, but I played a Sterling, so I got the idea. Just reminded me. Newest one is the John Petrucci Music Man. So that is a dream of mine, to have a JP or a Majesty that's an actual Ernie Ball. But they're extremely expensive, dude. And it's one of those things where I feel like you buy that as a reward to yourself once you become like an actual virtuoso. It's like it's not even like an average musician that's good kind of guitar. It's like you're performing, you're recording, or you're just so damn good and you need that to like really shine. So most people don't ever need to get an actual Music Man. Like the Sterlings are already good enough. So if I ever get to a level where I feel like I really want to like go maximum on shredding and stuff like that, that would be a great guitar. Either the Majesty or the JP. Oh, should I go get the Soul? I don't know if it's worth it. Oh, I can't believe I fell into the hole, dude. We were actually on the way out there. They're only 1K, the JPs. So in Canada, I guess I'm assuming that's in a different currency. In Canada, for me, brand new, a lot of JPs would be closer to like 1,400, and then a Majesty. Actually, no, sorry. Ernie Ball in general for JPs would be actually over 2,000, and then a Majesty would be closer to 5,000, from what I saw. Secondhand, I'm not sure, but I remember them being significantly more expensive than any guitar I've ever played. Majesty's not worth the price. That's what a lot of people have said. Like, especially like, for example, the dude, he had the subsidiary, like the knockoff Majesty from Sterling, and he played that on his channel, and he was making it sound really good. So it depends. Like average people might not pick up on the differences. There is some qualities though from handmade guitars or like special custom shop stuff that does it lends itself to the music if you use it a certain way. But the qualities that make it different, average people might not be able to listen to and be like, oh yeah, I know that sounds better because the guitar was made with this material or with this process. A Mayones are pretty cool too. So there's somebody from the channel, they hit me up on Discord like a long time ago, and they had a Mayones, like I think it was the Regis or something like that, and it was the John Brown version, and they sold it to get an Aristides apparently, and they said they were really happy with it. So, but they had it was a really hard decision. They said they really enjoyed the Mayones. Oh, rip. Andreas, thank you so much for the 7 months, man. Welcome back. Welcome to absolute chaos here, literally. You have a PV? JP60, okay. I don't know if I'm familiar with the JP60 specifically, like that exact model. Do you know Vox made guitars way back in the day? Your buddy just got one and it's so sick. I didn't know that, no. I've only played on their amps before. That's cool. This bed is chaotic. It's the player, not the guitar. For sure, yeah. There's like street performers that I've seen in real life that have like low mid-range to like higher end beginner guitars, and they make them sound good. For sure. But I will say though, I will state that if like someone just goes and gives them a super high-end instrument, it's gonna sound even crazier. Like there will be a big jump because if you know how to make use of it, like there's certain techniques and little things, little tiny nuances that you can really bring out that are not as possible with, you know, without the right intonation, without the right resonance, without the right type of playability in terms of like the actual setup with action, and you know, making sure any imperfections out of the process. Like it does help, but it's not going to be super obvious. It'll be like kind of just making the whole thing flow a lot better. Still rocking the PDP controller. I have a regular Xbox controller right now, but I have the PDP inside my desk that's behind the desk. Also, Hot Skin, what's up, dude? Oh, just died right there. Instant red tear stone. You were looking at Sterling's, you're correct. Yeah, I was gonna say, because the cheapest I've ever seen secondhand on Reverb, which is a site to resell instruments, I've seen actual Music Mans for under 2,000 there. But I think there was still like there's an older JP for like 1,400 that was actually heavily used at one point, but they still go for like well over 2,000. And some of them even like I want to say the new ones go for like double that, but I don't know. I haven't really been like looking for those. That was really good. That was amazing. How did we do it? Okay, now do we get fire pillars going inside here? Because that's just random. And I'm super slow. Stamina's terrible. That was good, nice. Oh, if only we didn't die the second time, and then we could have got the soul back. Let's bet a chaos at least. That wasn't too bad. Been back for like an hour, and that's pretty good. Fire Sage, Centipede, and Beta Chaos. So one Lord down. Still debating if I should go back to Sen's Fortress. I probably should. Let's just do it. Let's just get another chunk or so. See if we can get maybe one or two. Because I know of two of them that we haven't gotten. One is, oh, actually, no, sorry. The one we did get, we did kill the one giant right away. So that's actually how I have plus 12, but there's another one. Aren't you allowed to use green blossoms? I can use them. I forgot about those. Aren't they for sale in the DLC, though? Oh, wait. Also, you can get them to drop from the lizards in that secondary area in the forest as well. Bought a PDP controller for Dark Souls 3, and not even a week later, the thing stopped working. What?
Might be mended.
Really?
So the world might be
I'm kind of surprised about that.
Missed the streams. Glad to see you back.
My PDP controller felt like it was almost bulletproof. And I did use it for quite a while. I actually did, like some of the runs you see on the YouTube, I actually did in their entirety, and the practice with the purple PDP. I'm trying to remember. Like there was a lot of them on DS3, and then there was a time where during the trilogy, the very first one that I did, I was actually using that for a good portion of it as well. And it held up pretty good. I don't even think I had any problems with it. It was kind of weird because the face buttons, the way they would come back out of the controller, like they would rebound, almost kind of felt slow. Like the button would just take a lot of time to pop back out. Not even because it was sticky. It was just like, it's a really like stiff button. And then the shoulder buttons were really weird too. I didn't really like the way they clicked. But it's super comfortable though. So Nitro, thank you for the 6 months. Welcome back, man. It's good to see you as well. Enjoy your new badge. You're a human now. Went from a pruny, beef jerky raisin looking ass all the way to a human that has skin and a face. Potentially a name, whatever you want. which is kind of a scam too, because like if you think about it again, you're already a human, and then you sub, and then you become a skeleton immediately. It's like, what a ripoff. And you have to work 6 months to get back to a human again? That is Stockholm Syndrome. Oh, dude, his hamstring is definitely a little strained there. That was crazy. There we go, one more chunk, so now we have 2. I don't know if that's enough to get plus 13. I think we need 3. Oh, no, wait. We might be able to get plus 13. And then, can't remember if it's 1, 2, 3, 3 slab. Or 1, 2, 3, 4. Playing anything new on your own time? So what I've actually been doing a little bit of, screwing around a bit with Mortal Kombat 1. I played like the first 20 minutes of it, and then I played a bit of Forza 6. I think I completed a few races on that with a friend. And then I found a crazy deal. I found a Guitar Hero World Tour drum kit for $16. And it works. So I've been jamming on that a little bit on the older Guitar Hero games here and there with a friend. And that's about it. That's all I've been playing. I haven't played anything on my own time. It's just if I'm like with people and they want to play a game. But because of that, it made me realize like how much fun it was to do the drums. So I'm like, I gotta find like a nitro mesh kit or like a lower level Yamaha or some sort of like E-kit, and then plug it into the computer and do Clone Hero drums with any of the songs you can get and actually start drumming again, because I don't have the setup to be able to do like the acoustic kit and it be like kind of contained. It'd be so annoying. So getting an electric kit would be the way to go. And then if I can stream drums, it would be even easier for you guys to actually see the music on a game. And then it's like, I'm still in a gaming category. I'm not playing in the music category. It's a little bit more of an advantage. People like to watch that more. And then I take the knowledge from that and I just play the songs anyways. I'll just do a cover on the YouTube music channel then. It's like a no-brainer. There's like 2-3 different things I can make out of that. So I've actually been looking for a nitro kit that has like the actual Yamaha kick drum tower with the double kick instead of just the single one. Because if you put a second kick drum on the nitro mesh kit specifically, the tower it comes with doesn't register in the center. It like hits outside of where the kick drum's supposed to hit a little bit, and not every single thing triggers. So I'm like, I don't want to really buy one, then also buy another thing, and then just have an extra kick tower that doesn't serve a purpose. So I'm trying to figure out exactly how to do that. And we will be streaming that kind of stuff, because I've been having a lot of fun with that. It's a cool idea. It's much more rewarding than playing with the plastic guitar, because that's not like a real thing. That's just, it's fun, but it's like, it gets boring pretty quickly. And it's so much easier than the drums, in my opinion. Doesn't really translate that much. So yeah, the plan is before it gets like really cold and like super snowy, I'll have to go find, I found a lady that has one, and it's almost brand new. She hasn't really used it too much. I just don't know if I want to grab that for the price or look for a cheaper one, and then, you know, then at least like cut my losses on that extra add-on. But yeah, I have actually been setting my eyes on those kind of things for a while. I've been looking at a lot of different ones. You snagged an Alesis DM10 a while ago for 500. Is that better than the Nitro? Or is the Nitro technically, it's from the Alesis brand, right? Because the Alesis module is part of the set. I don't know enough about drum kits. I know the Roland ones. I know that there's Yamaha ones, and then that's about it. I've only like played them in the store before. Outside of that, I've only played acoustic kits. That's it. But yeah, I think it'd be really sick to like go back and do covers of songs I've already covered on the guitar on drums too. That'd be really cool. And then and then all I have to do is re-upload the guitar playthrough of myself, and then I make a multi-cover out of a video that was already there that people probably didn't even watch anyways, because it was like way back in the day, and then it's even more fun because I still like that music. So it would be really sick. Like imagine getting to the point, I don't know if anyone's familiar with Anip Sastry, but imagine like I could do some intervals, like crossover with Anip Sastry when he was touring with him and do those drums. Like that'd be the goal. That'd be peak, man. That'd be so cool. Or even his solo album too. That'd be just such a crazy album to drum to. Oh my god. Should do a drum cover of Hothead by Death Grips. Like again, I could take requests and stuff eventually, because with the drumming and everything, I find it a lot easier than like when you try to learn stuff on guitar. It's just a lot of drum music is super basic, whereas the learning curve for guitar has more depth to it, in my opinion. That's not to say that drummers aren't talented, but like the upper end of drumming is ridiculous. It's almost like magical, versus like the lower end of guitar, just to understand how to get into it and like whatever. I don't know. I feel like that you should do both, because one will make the other one better in a way. Kind of, but like the best trade-off is if you've learned drums simultaneously with guitar, it'll actually pay more benefit on guitar because your rhythm will increase. Everything. Other than just knowing how to approach music in general, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm just not making a lot of sense, but I think drums actually helped me play guitar better. Like once I started doing that, that's when I really saw a lot of gains on guitar. Sekiro drum challenge? Dude, who knows? I guess we'll have to find out. But yeah, I've been thinking about that a lot. I just have to figure out a way to set the thing up with the software, which I already have the software on both my computers. I understand how they work and everything. It's just configuring it and then making sure I have the double kick, because the single's not enough for the music, obviously. Timing and rhythm, something many guitarists struggle with. Yeah, Tom C, you would be a really good drummer because you probably already are, but I bet you could, if you haven't played, you could easily do it just because you have such a crazy percussion on your music you write, and then your rhythm when you're just strumming and playing and stuff it's like pinpoint. It's like it's like almost like quantized, dude. Can't play anything else. I don't even believe you, dude. If I put you down at a drum kit, 100% you could play drums. I know for a fact.
Well,
you're lying. You're playing drums on the guitar already. Like that's basically what you're doing. All right, so we got the wait, no, not modify, reinforce plus 12. We can get plus 13. Nice. How many main game bosses remain? Outside of DLC, there is Pinwheel and then 3 Lord fights plus Gwyn. So we're gonna go do. I guess we'll do Pinwheel right now. Just get it over with. Planning to do AC6 challenge runs. I'd like to do a speed run on it at some point. There's just a lot of stuff we can do. That's the thing. This is where I start to get all over the place. I want to still focus on the stuff that I want to do the most, which is still the Souls content, of course. That's like my favorite stuff, but balance it out with other things. And when you start throwing in speed runs from other things, that's where it gets like very, very time consuming. So as long as I can still make videos that are just specifically original and scripted and written, like we've been doing on the YouTube, throw in some playthroughs like this, throw in some harder challenges, play a bit of variety, that's fine. That's the goal for everything. Just do all those things, a little bit of everything, and maybe not be the best, but just actually have fun. That's amazing. This sounds very interesting. You're going to use the stream as a background where you get whooped by Millennia. What's the best attempt so far on Millennia? How far do you make it? You can rig any triggers into a module, but it all depends if you're using samples or triggering a module. I think Band Thing just plays the actual samples from the song you're playing. Okay, I see.
Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. So the world might be mended.
Interstellar Dust Bunny, thank you for the 26 months. Welcome back. I'm going to say this once again, but I think that this community has some of the best names I've ever seen people make for accounts on Twitch. That's like definitely one of the top names right there too. There's some really funny ones. Like, I've gone to other chats and I've just been like, Jim256. Michael, lame. Next. How does your name rank? Fat Girl Society. That's what I'm saying. Like, your name's actually funny. It's good. If I had to think of a name for something, I wouldn't be coming up with those. Hence the name. The reason the channel name is just not even that cool. It's just like, what the hell is that? Otherwise, I would have taken your name. That would have been a lot better. Okay, I don't know if I can actually make this jump. Let's see. Oh, that went all the way across there. Okay, can I roll off of here? I have a feeling you can't do the mid roll or the slow roll. Oh. Okay, I'm wrong. Oh, that's really bad. Yep, dead. Okay, at least I got the bonfire. Thanks for the follow. You followed as you said that, but it didn't pop up. I don't have pop-ups for the follows, but I do appreciate that, though. If you let me know that you just followed, I'll thank you for it. I used to, and then it got to the point where when the channel was at its like most frequent, when I was streaming all the time and like we were on main page and you know we would be just only streaming all the time basically, there was like ridiculous amounts of resubs, follows, and everything, and it just became too much. Not to mention when I used to thank every follow too, I was just speaking about what was on the screen popping up more than actually talking about the game or anything else. No, I'm not even trying to like flex. I'm literally just saying that it gets to the point where I look at it in steps where people used to make fun of channels that were like pretty popular, like much more popular than I'm talking about. But let's say like the top channel, let's say Co-Carnage or like Man vs. Game when he was in his peak, Gold Glove, like stuff like that. They'd be like, oh yeah, like they don't even care about the audience. They're not even thanking everything individually, or they just sound like they're automated when they thank people. It's like because they have to wait and then like thank people in bundles, because if they thanked everybody as something happened, you would never hear any commentary. It would just be thanking people. So in like the mid-range where that starts to pick up a little bit, I feel like you almost take away entertainment value from doing too much of that. Like, but the way I look at it is if you actually genuinely appreciate it and you say thank you, that is more than enough than saying, you know, some sort of crazy story where I'm just like, thanks for the follow, went and sought after the secret kingdom and flew in on a dragon that brought him in there that never had he seen before in his life, with such majestic scales of rainbow sparkling diamond light that pierced through the skies and the heavens as he opened the gigantic iron doors heavier than anything he had ever pushed open in his life. He was revealed the secret society of the following train, and like that's just not necessary, but people do that in the beginning, right? I used to do that kind of stuff. Now imagine that was like there's a story every single time. That's just, even for subs, that's crazy. Being nice makes you less of a showman. Yeah, that's kind of the actual situation that happens. You're just less performative and more authentically just thankful for it in your words. But some people though will take it wrong. They'll be like, wow, like I expected you to like say something because you subbed. Like the people have even said that to me, and they're not even really like that upset, but they're surprised that I'm not saying a speech to thank them. And they're like, could you do the thing you used to do, please? Like I'd rather like see that instead. And I'm like, well, that's I still am thankful the same way. It doesn't make a difference. Okay, I'm trying a red tier stone ring here, if even possible. Ooh. Imagine being good at Pinwheel when he's multiplying. Imagine Pinwheel multiplying and backstepping every attack too. Imagine never hitting Pinwheel ever again, because you can't find him. That was like the easiest, least scary Pinwheel ever, and of course it only happens on a run where I can die. And I can take damage. Okay, what mask did we get? We got Mask of the Mother, Father, and Child. Which one? Doesn't even matter anyways. I can't use it, but just see who's ever right. Difference between a just chatting streamer having a game in the background and a game having an audience. Game stream having an audience. That's true. Don't want to hear streamer thank people constantly for sure. The Faraz stories were classic. I still joke with him about that whenever we talk. I'm just like, Matt Damon, the demon, in the deep dark pits, and you know, ate you and then said potato, and then everything was made wonderful again, and you were graced with a sub. That was a really funny story. Oh, it's Mask of the Child. The best one. You wait long enough, you'll have up to 12 pinwheels, but this amount gets their AI confused. There can be up to 12 of them, really? I don't think I've ever done a run with low enough damage where that happened, because I did Broken Sword on this game, and even that was not that bad. I don't think it got to that point. Because we probably had Red Tear Stone and some buffs. Ooh, he actually got me. I was too slow. That's not good. Luke, what's up, dude? It's going pretty good. How are you? Gonna take a gander at Nito and see how bad it is on this. So the run we're doing, if you don't know, level 5 knight, no switching the equipment. I can add rings, but I can't change the weapon or take off any armor, so I'm slow rolling. And I can't level past 5. I have to beat everything in the DLC and the main game. Run Nito. I don't know if I'm gonna actually try to kill him right now, though. We're gonna see how bad it is. That attack is so fast. This area is scarier than any of the Outlast games. I almost agree with that, but there is a part in Outlast that's pretty freaky. And it's not even like probably what you think. There's just a part where there's a dude that's naked and he's just showing you his pee-pee and just looking at you and like laughing. And it's like really offensive. I don't like that part. Everything else is fine. Actually, and then there's also another part where there's like the weird like Bible people chasing you through the cornfields after you witness the body being stretched open. On the table in the second Outlast. That's pretty scary too. The twins is really, I don't like the twins. Everything else is fine. Man, I really hope that they oh wait, no, they made Outlast Trials, right? I wanna see Outlast 3. Hope they come out with that soon. I was thinking of some idea of what we could do for Halloween if I do stream on it, but it probably wouldn't be a really big stream. So I was like, maybe I could speedrun one of these games with pitch black settings where you can't see anything, and just make it a horror game, put on horror music the whole time, and wear a costume. That would be like my best idea. Because I love horror games, and I play them anytime they come out anyways. It doesn't really matter what day it is. There's plenty of time to play horror games, but maybe on Halloween, if we did something, it would be like a pitch black speedrun with all that stuff. Chalky, it's been good, dude. How are you? Is this a movie or a game, Jack? Oh, Outlast? Outlast is a game. Thank God it's not a movie, dude. I don't even know if that would be allowed to be a movie. It's kind of scary. You're basically... You go to an abandoned asylum in the first one, and you just try to find out what's happening. You're like a journalist kind of guy. You have a camera, and then it gets a little twisted because there's like this doctor doing weird experiments, and yeah, it just devolves into a really weird experience. What if you also randomize for more surprises? It could be a randomizer too. Randomizer in the dark. Although I don't know if I'll be able to finish that in one stream though. I was thinking of something you could actually do. Maybe we'll start the day before and then finish it. I don't know. We'll have to see. If I was to do a randomizer though, which game would it be? Wonder which one. There's just some, like Elden Ring would be really hard with complete darkness. I probably wouldn't do it on this one. DS2 would be a long playthrough as well. It could probably be DS3 or Sekiro would be kind of weird too. You wouldn't be able to play that in the dark. Can I recommend some scary movies? It depends. Okay, like what kind of horror movies do you like? Because I can recommend a ton, but I don't want to recommend anything that's going to like scar you for life. That's not my goal. Oh, this is really bad. I think there's a chance that without even killing the skeletons, I could just chip away at Nito. So I don't want to aggro the big ones. So I need to block at the right time and then run towards him. Oh, this is scary. This would be really good with extra Estus too. I should have probably gone back and used the Rite of Kindling as well. Oh yeah, he can kill the skeletons as well. I forgot about that. Dude, they both parried me at the same time. What is that? Okay, we got Red Tear Stone. Red Tear Stone's so good in this game. Like, I love it, but the skeletons are gonna come and get me now. That was very scary. Okay, I'm gonna use the Twin Humanity and just pray that we get this. Fire bombs are kind of bad. Oh no. They do so much damage, dude. No. Ah! Stop rolling towards me. Stop doing that. Okay, this is definitely doable. It's just a little annoying. Dead? Yep. Oh man, Serbian film's terrible. Do you like analog horror? What is analog horror? What does that mean? Good business has been amazing. Trying to fix your social life now, Chalky. I'm glad to hear that. That's cool. I remember you were talking to me about that last time you mentioned it, and like you were asking me, you think it's a good idea? I think you said to move away from some of the people that you're pretty close to for the opportunities that you had with it, but then you weren't sure if it was the right decision. Oh, that's bad. Okay, wait. What I'm gonna do is use the Rite of Kindling on the bonfire. Or wait, we could go from Firelink and get 10 Estus as well, right? Just right away we could do that. So let's start with that and see if that's better. If not, I'll move on and we'll do something else. We'll come back. Isn't Outlast 1 mostly about the abuse of mental patients? Yes, yes. Because he's doing a bunch of experiments and like weird things with them. No leveling includes Estus Kindling. It doesn't. It does not include that at all. It's just something that I hadn't done yet. Like, I'm definitely allowed to use the Kindling. I guess I'll just use it here, because we're going to have to go to Four Kings later, and we're probably going to want the extra Estus from this bonfire particularly. Serbian film is just gore. Well, the actual concept of it is terrible as well. Like when I watched that, I was a little bit younger, and I was kind of just like, the shock value movies were just interesting just to see how weird people's minds can get. But like it kind of does damage to your mind quite a bit seeing those things, regardless if they're real or not. And no matter what type of justification the person has for making it, whatever metaphor it's supposed to go for, he was saying it was something to do with politics. It's like not necessary, so I've stopped watching that kind of stuff like for a while. But even since then, there's been some things I've seen that are just pretty spooky in the concepts. But yeah, like my favorite horror movies, if I was going to recommend ones I actually rank high, it would be Antichrist, Martyrs, Wreck, 28 Days and Weeks, both of them, and then probably Evil Dead 2013. I really like that one for whatever reason. Those are my top ones. Favorite weapons in the game overall. For this game, my favorite weapon would be the Dragon King Great Axe that you get from Gaping Dragon, with the big explosion attack. 28 Days Weeks were some of your favorite zombie movies. Yeah, it was such a good movie when it was around the time of it coming out. I didn't get to watch it in theaters or anything, but I watched it after that. And then same with 28 Weeks as well. They were just, oh man, they were so good. Trying to think of anything else. There's tons. I've seen so many horror movies, it's insane. I watched the new Saw, the one that was in theaters. It probably still is. Yeah, it's still in theaters, I think. It was pretty good. It was a little bit different than some of the other ones. I'm not a huge fan of Saw, but like it's just interesting to see what they come up with because they've made so many, and how they can still kind of make it a series at this point. But I like the way the story went. The story was much better. Just I don't think the games were. They weren't that creative. They were okay. Malignant, I know that's like kind of a cheesy horror movie. It touches base on like old school horror a little bit, and it has a funny soundtrack to it as well. Funny concept, but actually Malignant was one of my favorite movies. I don't know why. Really enjoyed that. Watched it 3 times. Other than that, in theaters, the last one I saw that was not that great, like I was hoping for it to be good, but it wasn't that good, was Candyman, but I wouldn't even consider that horror. I'd say it's more of a thriller. And then I do plan to go see The Exorcist as well. Apostle on Netflix. I don't think I've heard of that before. Wait, I gotta actually sit at the bonfire. Seen a YouTube video about Martyrs once, sounded like some sick shit. You're not gonna watch it? Yeah, if you're not somebody that, like, if you're somebody that gets things stuck in their mind and you replay them over and over and you don't have a lot of control of just kind of compartmentalizing certain things in certain categories, where it's like, this is real, this is not, this is valuable, this is not, then you're gonna not want to watch Martyrs or Antichrist probably. But the other ones are fine. Well, Wreck might still bother you quite a bit too, but Martyrs and Antichrist are a little extreme. Like they're mainstream extreme, but then they bridge the gap into like the really weird stuff for sure. New stream schedule, Jax? Not necessarily a new schedule. So today, I had, well, so we have Canadian Thanksgiving here around this time. So I had dinner with family and then we went live after that. But yeah, so I didn't have to do 2 streams, like stream earlier, break it up, and then come back again. I was like, I'm just gonna stream in the nighttime, and then tomorrow it will probably be a lot earlier. It'll be in like the afternoon. Yeah, how are you doing, dude? We've been up to quite a few different things. We've been talking about that stuff. I got back into skateboarding, which has been just amazing. Like very, very addicted to that right now. I did hurt my toe quite a bit, so I'm resting it right now, but it's been really fun. Been playing a lot of music, taking some lessons, been training some people, doing like the fitness nutrition plans, and doing some YouTube content. And yeah, I'm on the hunt for a second editor right now. So again, if anybody does editing and you are really familiar with these games, and you've also used the tools for free camera and different types of like debugs and cheat engine stuff, you're very familiar with modifying the game, you have a portfolio of previous people you've edited for as well, or you know anybody like that, with all those things included, definitely send me your information on Twitter, Instagram, just a DM anywhere you can, because I am looking for a second part-time editor right now. Had Thanksgiving dinner tonight at a restaurant. It wasn't bad. What kind of food did you get? Also, Fallorn, what's up? Keep in mind that we'll replay stuff you've seen at a high quality. Like you can visualize stuff pretty vividly, yeah. Mostly just the problem is you're nodding off to sleeps. Not so much that you think it's real, but you try to avoid consuming too much of that content for that reason. That's fair. For me, like, it comes up in dreams quite a bit. Like if I watch a lot of horror for like a month straight, for example, especially like just alone and I focus on it a lot, even rewatching things too, it still gets in my dreams somehow, but I don't really think about it too much. So I haven't had that issue. It's more so just it does pop up in dreams, and then they become super weird for a while. Okay, we got 13 of the Estus. That's good. Streams are so good and chill. You miss those, Caffeine. I appreciate that, man. That means a lot. I've really been enjoying this run, and I'm so surprised how well it's been going that I'm just waiting. Like I'm anticipating it to go badly, and for me to get stuck on one thing for like 3 or 4 hours. So if that doesn't happen, then I'm gonna take that as a green light to do even crazier stuff that's similar to this, where we're not trying to do deathless or hitless, but we're doing like really weird challenges. Especially like some of the other ones on this game, like the Hunter class. I did try it before. I did stream it way back as well, but I didn't finish the whole thing. I think I got most of it. I would love to go back to that and actually like beat everything, because it was really stressful. Same with the Great Bow too. The Great Bow run was really stressful. I wonder if I could do better on it now. Well, that was close. No! Maybe blue tier stone on this one? I don't know. Wish you knew more about editing. You would love editing Dark Souls content. I would say if you want to do that, if that's something that you have interest in, the way I picked it up is just trying, just like literally making edits of random stuff, not even Dark Souls content, but other things, and then over time, whatever my interest was at the time, I would try to make a video on it. And that's actually how the YouTube started. It was just like my very first video, if you watch, it was edited on Windows Movie Maker. And I maxed out all of the little tricks I could find of how to make things look like cool transitions and little effects without them even existing. Like I would take images, I'd color shift them and like do like a contrast shifting, and I'd layer them like meticulously for like 30 seconds straight, speed them up to make like certain type of flashing patterns and weird things. I'd use some of the built-in ones that were really cheesy too, but my first ever video on the channel was Windows Movie Maker for Call of Duty, and then after that it was PvP for the Souls games. And they, not that they were like that good, but that's how I got into it, just having the interest. I used to make like Stickman movies though on Microsoft Paint, and then just, I don't remember what the software was where you could actually play them out as videos, but I remember I would do frame by frame type stuff. I'd make flip books with actual hand-drawn sketches as well. And also I was really into the creative writing. So for making any kind of video that's original, it's like, it's always very fulfilling. It's just really hard these days to make stuff that people are going to be like, oh, that's really good. And on top of that, you can make something that's cool to you and cool to a lot of people, but it might not be what the community accepts as like the meta or whatever. So like you'll see a lot of people follow trends of videos. They'll do trendy videos instead of like just something that they really think is cool because it works well. And then you get this thing on YouTube, for example, where there isn't really a lot of original content anymore. It's like just a lot of stuff that is piggybacked off of like tens of thousands of other people just because it's a challenge that's viral, or it's like a thing that, you know, oh yeah, this person did it, so I want to include them, then I want to get a collab with them to help my channel and all this stuff. It's a lot of piggybacking. And I don't blame them, but like a lot of people say after a while that gets very stale, because it's not something that they might find interesting after a long time for themselves. So yeah, as long as if you're editing, as long as you're doing stuff you really enjoy, it's super fulfilling. I just don't really have the justification to get better at it at this point and spend all my time doing that as well as this, because I have other goals that are just as important, if not more. And like being able to have someone to work with is like a huge, huge advantage. But then I've started to realize, I'm like, if I could work with 2 people, 3 people, 4 people at once, I could have way more stuff coming out, and then it's fine. Then I can do all those other things, right? Especially if the relationship with all those people is that they are really understanding of what the goal is, and then, you know, it's super streamlined and efficient, where there's only a couple moments of back and forth, but then, you know, within whatever amount of time we agree on, boom, just comes out. No stressing about anything, and it just works really easily. That's a huge advantage. Try Ring of Fog, trade with Snuggly. I could try Ring of Fog, but then the skeletons will still try to find me. Because you have to have not only Ring of Fog, but you got to have Slumbering Dragoncrest Ring if you want to be actually invisible. And I was saying before, if I take off Favor and Protection, I'd have to go kill... We're talking about Xanthus King in Painted World. And then go trade with Snuggly again. So I'm going to try a couple more times on just doing it this way and see if I can get it. If I can't, maybe later on, maybe when we're at the end of the playthrough, I'll go and I'll do that. He wasn't even doing the sword that much in the beginning. That was kind of funny. Okay, at least the backstab is one shot. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no, dude. Oh no! Okay, that got stuck on his body. I'm gonna use the body. I'm gonna use Nito's body. Get the angles so I can actually just rebound them. The ultimate strategy, dude. And then he's gonna take him out right there. No, they went underneath. That's pretty crazy. He's having a hard time actually hitting them. Okay, there we go. That's good. Back in there, get the fire going. I don't know if he's weak to fire at all, but we'll try. Oh boy. Okay, kill these skeletons quickly. This is the intended playthrough right here. The MLG Pro intended playthrough. Look at that. Oh. Okay. Too much. Oh, no. Oh, no. That was super lucky, dude. That was so lucky. Ridiculous. Okay. The big skellies. Oh my god. Okay, big ones didn't get aggro. That's good. Oh, we're down to like almost no health though. Attack all of them. Ugh. Kill them. That's cool. Oh, maybe I could block his attack. I don't think it would actually work fully though. It would probably stagger me. Wonder though. Like I gotta go in cycles where I basically just get him to AoE them. Like from the very, very beginning, just be very patient and then go and get some damage as they're on the cooldown. Sounds like it would work. Get 4 hits and then basically just AoE, repeat. Okay, we got red tier. I don't know if this is gonna work at this point. It's risky. It's the double roll. Oh shit. No! Yes, okay. AoE. No? None? I sense bad things in the mix right here. Jump! AoE. Okay, go back. He's still alive. The skeleton's still in there. What are we gonna do? Oh, we got a Gravelord sword dance. But the skeleton's coming back. Backstab. Oh, he's gonna go for the AoE. Can I escape it? Ugh. Run, dude. Yeah. This is crazy. Okay, go back in. Play it cool. Oh my god. Kill him. No, dude. I could have walked away. No, that was crazy. That was the craziest Nito ever, man. Oh my god. I'm crying right now from laughing. That's insane. Okay, wait, my hands are so sweaty too. I gotta go back and try that again. That was fun. See, okay, you have to admit, everyone's like, oh, just get the rings. That was way more fun. You can't get that kind of sensation other than the first playthrough. That's it. Or this. That was really good. It almost seems like red tier stone's probably the smartest thing, even though it's like super risky too. But yeah, you just got to get him to kill them for you, I guess. Because even the time it takes to backstab them, by the time the first one is dead and you're moving on the second one, he's already coming back when the second one's dead. And then the third one lingers around. Oh, that was crazy. The greed. I got greedy. I could have stepped out of the way. It's like doing the boss with full Havels except for its default knight armor. Yeah, full Havels, but it's actually shitty though. I could kindle again probably, right? Should I kindle to 20? Or do you have to do something else to kindle to 20? Can't remember. My cheeks clench really hard at the end. That was so crazy. Oh man, okay. I need some water after that. I need to calm down. Okay, so we got 20, and then Firekeeper Souls. There's one in New Londo that I didn't grab. I don't think it matters too much. Actually, well, it would give me the full heal though. Okay, let me go and grab that too then. And then we'll go back. Because then if Nito's down, Seath is pretty easy. Seath is a no-brainer. I could do that next. Then we just have 4 kings left, and we can start doing the DLC. Because Seath will give us the DLC item. That area, at least. And then I think out of... Yeah, that's... How much is left then? Just... Is it just DLC and then... Gwyn? Gwyn 4 Kings DLC? Wait, there's got to be more than that, though. There's something else, isn't there? Have I actually almost done all of it? Should we start speedrunning this category? Should I make this a speedrun, dude? I might actually have to do that. Like, if I have this timer up and we're doing runs like this in under 10 hours, I might actually have to start speedrunning it. Is 5 Kings even possible with low DPS? Dude, it probably would be 5 Kings and not even 4 Kings. Or maybe even 6. So it is possible, but what happens is you start getting these scenarios where you kind of get lucky, and then like who knows what's floating around. There's going to be a bunch of projectiles and attacks from the shadows essentially. So you just got to like pray at that point. Oh, glitch the game, reset the run, everything deloaded. Streamer skipped to the credits. Oh man, there was actually a really funny video back in the day. I talked about this once before, but I don't know if anybody's seen it, where the dude jumps from here into this hole and it brings him to another area, and it makes like the Super Mario effect, like the pipe. And I thought it was real, so I jumped into it on a run and I died. Also, Interstellar, yeah, have a good rest of your evening, man. Or whatever it is for you. Yeah, I literally thought it was real. I was 100% convinced, and I was so disappointed when I tried it and it didn't work. I think it was either like an edit of the video or it was an actual mod of some sort. First thing you did on your playthrough as well. Gotta join the Covenant first, troll-faced. Oh, that's like when people are like, oh, walk off this ledge and you'll get an item. And then you don't, and you're like, oh, no, it's because you didn't have this equipped on your character. It's like, you gotta backstep off the ledge, dude, and face the other way. It's like, did you know there's an invisible bridge in Firelink that goes all the way to Anor Londo? Wow. That'd be a good April Fool's video. I just very straight face am like quoting all of these like crazy skips and all these things you can do that are not real. Cosmic, thank you, man. I appreciate it. How's it going? I am dead. I had a feeling. I was like, that's 50-50. I have no idea where I am. If I fall here, maybe I'll make it. No, definitely not. This is why you get the lantern. Oh, what do you think Estus tastes like? I've talked about that for a while. I don't think it has a flavor. I'm pretty sure, like, my theory on it is it's fire, because you're putting fire in a bottle out of fire, and then you're drinking fire. So you would not only have no taste, but you would burn your tongue, so nothing would taste like anything. Everyone else says orange juice or Sunny D, but it's like you're literally putting fire in a bottle, though. It would taste like very brief amounts of melted tissue on your tongue, and then you wouldn't taste anything. You're undead, so can you even really taste? That's a good question, actually, because in the game, one of the first things I mentioned about this was, why is there no children, and then and families, and also why is there no food? It's all just like adult NPCs that are not eating anything, and the ones that are still human are somehow alive. Like what do they do? How do they eat? There's not even items that are food related. It'd feel like inhaling vapor, but 10 times hotter. At the same time, it wouldn't burn your mouth at all. It's like, I don't even know how to explain it, but that's funny, man. It's like if you took a flame and you ate it, but then you had liquid nitrogen sprayed in your mouth at the same time, but your mouth was coated with some sort of oil where it couldn't freeze.
So the world might be mended.
Wow. Science, man.
So the world might be mended.
The old triple.
Children are hopeful and Dark Souls is dreary. That's a good point. The children would make the game too optimistic and just much nicer, much lighter. In Elden Ring, there's kitchens in the Round Table. There is, yeah. But no one's cooking anything. The only person cooking something in the entire series that I know of is the Estus soup that's in DS3. But that's still fire. So... Tastes like Yorm's man milk? That's so scary. I don't even know if I'm ever gonna drink milk again now after you said that. And I don't even really drink milk anyways, but I like kefir quite a bit right now, so I'm not gonna drink that again. You've ruined it. Oh, that was so good. Cosmic, is that a Lego man's face? Like one of the Lego people? Oh no, I might have actually got the... Oh, what? Okay, wait. That didn't happen. No one saw anything. That was actually like there's a cutscene when you enter the fight, and it's kind of misleading because it shows you dropping in and fighting them for a second. But it's not actually real, it's just cinematic. And the reason that you saw the quit out is because it's showing a demo version, like when you play old games, it shows the computer playing for a second. And obviously no one can quit out that fast anyways. We know that wasn't my gameplay, so. It's like when you load up Tony Hawk and they get a combo that's 2 million points. Oh no. Oh man. Okay, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna try to go to Seath and see what happens. Just see if we can at least get that. Because we can definitely get Nito, but I don't want to get hard stuck on anything. We don't need to. So, and Orlando. And then that crystal golem has the... What is it? What is it? Is it the pendant for the DLC? Oh, I gotta kill the Hydra as well. Oh no. The Hydra counts. Oh, that might be really hard actually. I'm trying to remember, did you have to kill the Hydra first for the item to even appear inside the enemy? And Seath what happens? Yeah. Absolutely fired. It's a Super Mario World Kaiza block turned into a Keck W face. Oh, you're right, it's like the yellow block. Yeah. I thought it was a Lego man. And then it just doesn't have the little plug on his head because it can't fit. Oh yeah, there's turtleneck meat in Elden Ring, you're right. And prawns, that's true. Okay, well, from the trilogy, I guess the third one's the only one that has the suit. Whee! How did I do that? Whee! Again, how did I do that? I'm stuck. I'm inside the guy. What is going on? How am I alive? Whee! Okay, the damage is not promising here. I might break the weapon. Oh, I have Alluring Skulls, though. I think I bought some, didn't I? No, I don't. Oh, I should have. I remember I talked myself out of it. That's a bad idea. Fire bombs? Well, we killed Beta Chaos. We could use the black fire bombs. Wonder if those are good. They absolutely suck. Okay. Oh, here we go. Freedom. You can't get in here. That's right. Walk away. Walk. Oh, even his butt takes 16 damage? That's crazy. Why are they so strong? Oh, man. Okay, so then the next area I could just run through, but if I die, I'm going to have to do that all again. Quit the game. I could. I don't want to use the save quit to cheese actual areas. I just thought that'd be funny for Nito so you don't have to run back. Because we technically already did it. This thing's actually just really strong. It doesn't have a lot of health, though. 21 damage. Boom. Ah! Scary. I think that even if this one's dead, the other one will still stop me from getting the bonfire. Oh yeah, you can jump attack, true. Yeah, these ones you can't backstab. Oh, 52. Oh, fuck. It's like one of those videos where you see a horse and someone's like just screwing around with it and it just kicks something and breaks it. Mushrooms, blossoms, herbs, common fruit, divine blessing, a lot of food. I want a steak, dude. It's not going to be enough. If you jump off the stairs while they're at the bottom, you can land on their head and do the drop attack. Are you serious? Like this stair set. Oh, okay. Wait. Let's not die. There's enough room to do that here. Nice. Okay, is this activated? No. Ah, it really sucks. You never see people do it. Kind of hard to pull off, but you can do it here. So I have to land on the head though, right? Can I do it through the stairs? Imagine. I really want to try it, but I don't want to get counter hit and then die after the first one's already been killed. I think I might go for it though. I might try it. I have a very, I think at least 60% confidence. Very above average amount of confidence that I can make it through the next part without even getting the bonfire, but I want it just in case because we're going to have to come back anyways. And I think that one is warpable as well. It's like dropping on the Taurus Demon. So as he's coming up the stairs... Oh, that's... Yeah, that's almost death. Why are you stuck? Oh. Here we go. Okay, here we go, here we go. Nope. Nope. Nope, didn't work. Turn around, turn around, turn around. Yep. Yep. Nope. Not even close. Oh, shit. No! Oh my god. Red Tear Stone. Get out of there. That was really close. Ooh. Ooh, what? What was... Oh, I thought I knocked him flying for a second. I was like, how are we that strong? That scared me, actually. That scared the shit out of me. That's like one of those moments when like someone's playing for the first time and it's a friend and you convince them that that actually was them. That was the gameplay. They're just that good. Anyone feel free in the final video to make a comment being like, wow, bro took like 2 seconds on all the Lord fights, but then took like 10 hours on Fang Boars when he could have easily and obviously just ran through the archives. What a top tier noob doesn't even pay attention to map layout. Haha. I'm so much better. I beat the game co-op level 230 Sunbro Covenant. Oh man. There's always got to be that guy. Secretly though, it's just probably me on another account. That would be a good idea actually. Like I didn't even think about that. I've never done this. I know it's a thing that people do with businesses on Instagram and other types of social media where they have a product of some sort, or they're trying to just sell a service, whatever. They'll make fake accounts, or they'll actually hire people to start controversy, so more comments get elicited. They'll start arguing with each other. It's not a bad idea. I don't think I could ever bring myself to fake a comment and make the account myself, but I would definitely tell someone I know to just get in there and start talking shit. That'd be funny. This Elden Ring mod is weird. I know, everything's slow motion, dude. The people are made of crystals. I don't know why. Yeah, I literally could have just ran through here. 100%. I want to do the Duke skip, but I don't think you can do it with fat rolling. You'll start some drama in the comment sections. You got me? Yes, at least 10% of you guys got to try to start some sort of argument with another person. And then, even if it's with each other, that'd be pretty funny. It's really all your alternate accounts. Or what if the whole time you thought you were an individual, but it was actually just, I just took myself and multiplied myself into multiple people to entertain myself, and I'm an alien that creates humans out of my consciousness. And then you thought you were an individual. Okay, I'm gonna parry this guy. That, maybe not. Okay, maybe. Skinwalker, yep. Yeah, we're in the alien-based reality, and you guys thought you were people, but you're actually just AI that I made. We've been living on Mars for 400 years. You guys have all been hooked up to jars with wires. Brains are in jars. Oh god. Bro left the Matrix, yep. Did a mage playthrough, and this part was so hard. This part, actually, as an area, is one of the most challenging places in the hitless run, too. Because the guys that are crystal, like, when you have the fog ring on particularly, you can't be seen by a lot of people. But when you get close to them, they'll body check you really quickly. And you can't time it that easily, so it's almost easier to run through this area being visible. And then you see them running up to you. Even then, they do a lot of damage. And their weapons, they seem like they're pretty good when you use them, but they're not that great. Soma moment. Soma actually looked cool, but it didn't look scary, though. I watched probably a few hours of it way back when it came out. I was like, is this a horror game, or is it like a psychological thriller? Also, imagine that you were put in a jail, but they let you keep your weapons. And the guard leaned on the bars facing the other way. Oh man, that's pretty silly. They might as well just have given them the keys. Like just dangling right there, I could have grabbed them. Okay, that's not good. So we want to run down there, I'm pretty sure. Do you always get cursed for this part, or do you avoid it? So if you watch the 0 damage run, I actually do a skip that lets me go on the elevator, going back down from where we came from, like the lower level of the library, and then I jump off halfway through into the area that we're about to go to right now, out of this door, and skipping everything. So I don't even have to actually be put in the prison, and you don't even encounter Seath the first time. You only encounter him the second time. On a hitless run, though, you do actually get cursed. And it's kind of like a community agreed upon thing that it doesn't count, so that's why I was like really excited to do the damageless run on this game, because it's the only one where it has a scripted death that's not the tutorial. Like Demon Souls has the very beginning. You can start off dead, but you just push like a menu to get there. What's harder, SL1 or Deathless? It depends on the game. I'd say in this game, Deathless would probably be harder. Because SL1 has so many options. You have a 50% damage bonus from Red Tearstone Ring. You got Pyromancy, which is really good. And what else? Like the weapons you actually can use, especially on Gwyn. The Chaos Fire Club is pretty good. And the Blacksmith Hammer, it's a Twinkling Titanite weapon. You get the resources from them right away. It's a lot of advantages. Okay, can I grab this? Oh, dead. Denmark jail. Denmark jail has the least security in the world. They give convicts a key to their cell. It's more like a dorm for adults. What's the movie where the guy goes to the Denmark jail? I'm pretty sure like that's and they're all like I'm pretty sure that he opens the cell and the guys just stay in there and then they lock themselves back in there again. That's Spider-Man, isn't it? It's in the Spider-Man movie. Imagine if Happy Hob had to do the Duke skip. It's the movie you're talking about. Yeah, like I'm pretty sure it's like that in real life. Although, oh wait, is he actually in Denmark in that, or is that the Netherlands? I can't remember. Because I know Sweden's like pretty friendly too, but I can't remember if he might be in the Netherlands there. They're both really nice. Imagine not even killing enemies in this part. Going to Denmark jail and thinking you're a uni student. 20 grand for free in accommodations. Well, it's probably better than that. Like, dude, honestly, maybe that's a better type of life setup than just actually going and getting a career. You just go and get you know, frame yourself for a crime that you actually didn't commit, so you can go there for like maybe 15 years, build yourself up with just reading a bunch of books and, you know, exercising and stuff, use the free services, and then come out a genius and then just go and like make a business or something like that. Or even like have your phone calls with people in the real world like managing it for you, and then you just come out and you're successful. Easy easy skip right there. And I bet you the food's probably not bad either. Their jails are better than 99% of university dorms in the world. Wow. From what you know, Netherlands has pretty good jails. Not as good as some Scandinavian ones, but people here have TVs and sometimes laptops. You'd have to be a more affluent person to be able to have that comfort over here, even without it being like maximum security and it's like a basic jail. I'm pretty sure you'd have to be somebody. You'd have to be like a private one. Like I've even heard that in the US they were trying to take away music. Like they had instruments, people were learning how to play music, and they were trying to take that away because they didn't want you to have fun or like gain creativity. They didn't want you being too creative. That's dangerous, right? Person might come out and have some sort of skill. It's not harmful. Even the weights too. Like there was tons of prisons where I saw they took the weights away. Obviously not regular jails, but like legitimate max security prisons, and they had access originally to like bench presses, like Olympic bars, free weights, and so they had to start getting creative and just do body weight. There's no TV or laptops in max security jails in NL. Yeah, that would be a little over the top. But then again, though, like think of all the people that sneak in phones. They're really expensive from what I understand in prison, and the guards get like a huge payoff for it. But it's not uncommon if you're like a gang or something like that. You'd have tons of phones, right? Instrument thing is also for safety. Guitar strings can be used to hurt inmates. or made into a tattoo gun. It's like, so why is everyone so quiet? It's like, oh man, Buck-eyed Billy with the banjo in the corner just took a string and poked somebody's eye out. Then he whipped Sesame Seed Samuel on the playground or in the yard, dude. Never be the same again. It's like, what's that scar from? It's like, oh yeah, fucking. Donovan took the drumstick and snapped it in half and shanked me with it. That's not even funny, but it's like after playing a ridiculous drum solo, dude, he did the intro to Painkiller from from Judas Priest, and then he just snapped the stick in half. He came after me. Apples, dude, thank you so much for the gift of subs. I appreciate that. That was very nice of you. These names. Oh, okay. So the thing is, there's a person. I can't remember who it is in chat. You can remind me if you're here, but they would come back and they'd always make a joke about this story where I was secretly a prisoner in the Tallahassee lockup, and I'd go along with it, and we would make up names for the inmates and all the stories of what would happen in the yard and at the lunch table and everything. So I have a huge history of just basically like, you could consider it Dungeons and Dragons kind of stuff, like storytelling and story making about prison stories I wasn't even in, just so everyone in the chat can believe I actually went. But yeah, it was pretty funny. Got Jim Sock Jonathan. I think there was Spoon Eye Samuel. There was Shirataki Shane. Well, we could make up tons of names on the spot. Pruno Paula or Paulo. Pruno Paulo. The one. Lunch Meat Larry. Someone struck me with a Lenovo i9 4090 RTX. Okay, I gotta calm down. Like, we gotta actually focus. I want to beat the boss. That we can't be playing the game talking about people getting hit with laptops. That's crazy. It's like, what happened? It's like, oh man, I thought it was just the i9 4090, but he SLI crossfired and then took me out. Just dual wielding.
Get rid of them ads and support.
Dual wielding the 50 series that was unreleased. They weigh 20 pounds extra. Made with real lead. Black the Engineer, thank you so much for the 4 months. Welcome back, man. Got to get rid of them ads and support. I appreciate that, dude. So you don't see any of them when you're subbed, right? Because I was told by people that were subbed they were still seeing some of them. And I don't even have the bonus ad program on, so it's all like the basic stuff that they just play without my permission, that they have to. I want to take them away if I can. Like, YouTube ads are fine. They're not as intrusive. You play 2 of them in a row, for example, for a pre-roll they'll do, and then you can skip the second one, so you only have to watch like maybe 30 seconds most of the time. And then premium for YouTube is, it's a little pricey, but like if you watch it a lot, it's worth it, so you can still actually support the channel. And the ad revenue that you make an impact with having premium is so much more significant than multiple streams on this. So like, you could have a week's worth, maybe a month's worth of streams, and then I bet you a few days worth on YouTube of people just having YouTube Premium, not even the regular people, would still be way more ad revenue. It'd be like multiple times more. And that's only a small percent of people, so they made it a lot better there. And then I think there is a opportunity, I think, where you can even take off the pre-roll and the post-roll ads. Includes YouTube Music. Yeah, they gotta figure out a way on this website to get better, like a better deal with advertisers, because what I've understood is the reason that like streamers don't make a lot off ad revenue on this platform, and on top of it that there's so many ads now, is that they couldn't find a nice middle ground with getting as many advertisers on board. And so they can't really afford to make it as flexible or pay you as much. So yeah, like I know that the people that are at the top on this website, if they have the same ad deal that I do, like it's probably significant for them because they have like ridiculously big channels, but it's still nothing compared to if you took the same level of influence even like one for one, not even what it would boil down to, because I know on YouTube, like you can get basically, you know, you can get a lot more attention because there's more people in general that exist on it. But let's say it's 1-to-1, it's still nothing in comparison. You refuse to get YouTube Premium? They keep pushing it so much. Whenever I go onto, like I have an account that I use for trying to avoid spoilers. Whenever I go on it, when things are releasing, or I want like a different recommendation list, like I always get that ad too, where it's like, you should try Premium. And I was like, I already have it. Why can't I use it on multiple accounts? Okay, I gotta get Seath to kill the snails, or the clams. The soundtrack kind of sounds like someone went into a Fisher-Price and found a children's xylophone and started jamming on it. And then some guy in the background started singing opera. It's got some really weird things in there. Big fan of YouTube Premium. Drink that right up. I use it quite a bit. I don't actually watch TV, so... I mean, aside from like a shared Netflix that just sometimes plays as background, or like once in a while I'll watch a movie on there. It's usually that's more entertaining than anything else. And then I get Amazon for free because I have to have that for shipping anyways, right? Accurate description, yeah. It reminds me of, I don't know if anyone's seen The Night Before Christmas, or something like that. It's with Seth Rogen. And oh, I forget the other dude's name. The Gordon Levitt dude or whatever his name is, and then some other guy, and it's pretty famous. And they go into like the kids store and they're like walking on the piano. Joseph Gordon-Levitt, yes, yeah. They play the Kanye song on the piano. Anthony Mackie, yes. My bad. I've seen a lot of movies with him in it. I forgot his name though. It's like they pulled someone from Tom and Jerry's music team to collab. I was actually watching this thing where they were explaining how many different composers they have at FromSoft. And like I thought Yuka Kitamura made pretty much almost the whole soundtrack. And then there's Motoi who did the Gwen theme, but there's some other people too. And then apparently she did Aldia's theme for DS2, which doesn't even sound like the other music. And the Sekiro theme too. Goated, yeah, she just left in August. I'm pretty sure she went to do freelance. So she like made a website and now she does gaming music for whoever wants it. But yeah, it doesn't work for FromSoft anymore. Which I wonder if that means that she'll still come back and do music for their next game, or if their next game's already in production and they've finished a lot of it, if she has done music for it, and then she completed the soundtrack and left right after. She did Sir Alone's theme, yeah, that was cool. DS Dragons feel so janky after fighting Elden Ring dragons minus Midir. That's true, actually. But don't you think, okay, it is true, though, the janky dragons are a little bit more memorable than Elden Ring dragons in some cases, other than maybe Placidusax, because he's so weird. Like, Seath is just so weird that even though he's janky, it's like, I think that it's a cooler concept than a lot of the basic dragons. Like even Hellkite Drake is not as cool as the, or sorry, Hellkite Drake, sorry, looks cooler than the basic dragons, and the tail cut's pretty cool too. Oh no. Oh shit, that's not good. The way the crystals remove themselves is so funny. It's like someone's just deleting it on a computer. Should probably use a buff on this too. Elden Ring needs good soundtracks, as the current ones are ass. You don't like the current soundtrack of it, really? Even the main theme? I thought that the problem with Elden Ring soundtrack was more so they just did so much content that you can't really make a really good score for each one. For each moment that there's music, there's just so much stuff to cover, but some of them are really, really good. Bloodborne Dragons? Wait, is there even Bloodborne Dragons? Let me think. I don't think there's a Bloodborne Dragon. Unless I'm forgetting something. That kind of worried me for a second. You made me think really deep in the mind there. I was like, is there a Bloodborne Dragon? One thing I really would like to do too, I know it requires a jailbroken PS4, but I want to get one so I can do the mods anyways, and then I want to play the cut content, because there's a variation of Moon Presence that's cut from the game, and I think there's another thing too. Looks really fun. Need to hurry up and drop Bloodborne Remastered. That's what I'm thinking too. I would like to see that. Looks like he's trying to slap my butt. Like, come here. The wind-up is so crazy. That'd probably like slap your butt cheeks right off the behind. Like you'd be bare after that. Bloodborne PSX. That's the original one, like the D Master, right? PS Now has a bad delay. It usually does, as far as I know. Like, I played it a long time ago, and I played a game that was just random on it. The delay was so bad on just a basic game that I couldn't continue doing it. And then there were people that were asking how to play it on PC, and you could make the PlayStation account and then use PS Now to play Bloodborne, I'm pretty sure. But it's not worth it if you have a latency, because you need it to be at the very least. Playing Bloodborne on a TV that has like 5 milliseconds of delay to 10 milliseconds is pretty hard already, but a lot of people do it. And it was almost like triple of that. It was like 30 to 50 milliseconds. Using PS Plus Premium, you have no delay. I wonder if they did that on purpose. They're like, haha, you get delayed because you don't pay extra money. Give us all the dollars. All right, so now we have the DLC still, and then just Nito and Four Kings. So I could go back and try Nito again. I'm just thinking, should I? What should I do? Should I kill the Hydra maybe? Could try the Hydra and then go back, get the DLC open. It's an option. Got another hour roughly, a little bit less than an hour, 50 minutes. Okay, in 50 minutes, I want a prediction. What can I complete? If I have the whole DLC, so 4 bosses, we got Sanctuary Guardian, Manus, Artorias, Calamite, and I still have to go kill the Hydra right now to open the DLC and go back to the archives and kill the Crystal Golem. Plus there's 4 kings, Nito and Gwyn. What do we get done in 50 minutes? How many things do we kill? Just the Hydra in 50 minutes, really. You say I get to Calamite? That's ridiculous. I don't even think that's even possible just with doing first try and everything, because of how long the fights would actually take. Like each attempt on Artorias, Manus, Calamite, all those things, other than Sanctuary Guardian, would probably be, I want to say the fights would be like 7 minutes long, maybe 10 minutes long. Getting to or killing Artorias, okay. Gonna get stuck on Artorias? That sounds more realistic. Did I go back to the Asylum and kill the demon? So yeah, I got all the optionals, I'm pretty sure. I got Ceaseless Discharge, Centipede Demon, the Butterfly, Sif. We did the Stray Demon. I killed Priscilla. Killed Gaping Dragon. Taurus Demon, Capra Demon. And everything in the main game, plus 2 of the Lord fights, so Seath and Beta Chaos, so that's where we're at. I think we have literally just 7 left, if we count the DLC, Gwyn, and then the remaining 2 Lord fights. It would really suck if I completed Gwyn and then I realized I forgot something. Also, Salt, it's going pretty good. How are you, man? Seeing how much of this challenge we can wrap up in the next 50 minutes. Been going for about 8 hours, 41 minutes over the course of 2 streams on this. It's level 5, slow rolling, so no leveling past the base level of the Knight class, and I can't switch any of the equipment. I have to use the broadsword that it comes with and beat everything. Dude, how did that even hit me? It went over my head. I want to redo. Oh, I forgot how scary that is. Oh, the damage is good on this. Okay, no, we're fine. Whoever said Hydra's looking kind of silly now. Until I run into a projectile and die. Or fall off the edge. But yeah, you're looking silly. Hydra Enjoyer is looking silly. Oh no. Okay, maybe I'm looking silly. Okay, now it's back to the Hydra person looking silly. Now I'm looking silly again. It's a fine balance. The golem might kill me. I don't know. Ah, jump attack. I'm kind of scared. Okay, the golem's gone. I'm not looking silly anymore. We're fine. No, back to looking super silly. Oh shit! Dude, what the fuck's going on? I can't handle it. Oh, why is that not killing that dude, but it killed me? I'm starting to see how the Hydra claim is valid now, of being stuck on it. I probably should have killed all the golems. You probably knew I wasn't going to kill them, right? It's a good guess. Oh, you know what's actually hard too? When all the heads are gone. And then you have to just... You're reaching really far to get them, but you're kind of slow on this run. Didn't think about that. Popping humanity at the scariest time ever. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna run through the water and get there. Can I throw firebombs at the body? Oh, that works really well. Ah, wasted. Oh, that's so good. I want to do an items only run of this and see how good that is. That's one. Okay, one thing I've never tried in the entirety of playing these games. I've never done consumables only on any game. That'd be really interesting. Crossbow only. Crossbow would be really cool. I've done bow only on a lot of them, and I did the bow hitless on DS3. But if I did bow on this one, I would do the hunter challenge where you can only use the level 4 hunter and you can't, it's the same rules as this, so you can't change the equipment. You can only upgrade the stuff it comes with and add the rings, and that's it. And no leveling, obviously. Cool. Is that the last one? How am I gonna get this? Spooky. It wants me to go near the edge, dude. Yes, okay, there we go. There's one. Oh, so close. No, I gotta wait a little bit longer there. Shield only? I haven't done shield only either. I wanted to do bone meal shield on DS3. But DS3, like, it's one of those games, I played it so much that if I did bone meal shield, I want to do a hitless run with the bone meal shield, or deathless or something. It's really hard for me to, like, do any run on that doesn't have some crazy stipulation. Am I going to get Lords of the Fallen on Friday? Probably not on Friday, because I'm going to be playing Lies of P, and that's going to take longer than just through Friday to beat. And then when we finish this challenge, there's going to be another one I'm starting on Bloodborne. I want to try the No Hunter's Dream run. And I'm actually really excited to play Bloodborne again, too. It's been a while. So it'll be a combination of both of those. And then when the Bloodborne run is done, I will start the Elden Ring level 1 hitless. Or maybe I'll do it simultaneously, because the No Hunter's Dream takes a bit of time. You can't do it unless it's a deathless. So as soon as I die, it's invalidated. I got to restart it. Might take at least a dozen tries. Who knows? Can I quit out and then get Dust to be here? Is that possible? What do you think about the Witcher 3 soundtracks? I've listened to a little bit of the music, but it's been so long I can't really remember too much about it. So I'd have to listen again. I haven't played the games, though. Heard Lies of P is pretty easy outside the bosses. Well, think of it this way. Like, I'm not necessarily going to stream every single day this week. Plus, the hours are going to be dependent on a few different things. So I don't know how many hours we'll play of it right away. Like, I know with this, it's pretty likely that it'll be done in the next stream by tomorrow. Unless I really suck on the DLC. And then we're going to start it right after that. So I'm going to have it downloaded and ready to go by tomorrow. Lies of P is really fun. It looked amazing when Catalyst was playing it and doing his review on YouTube, but then he was saying there's one major problem they had, and people said they fixed it. It was enemies kind of feeling really weird when you roll into them. You can get stuck on them, and just it doesn't feel like it meshes well with the character and the way you evade and everything, but apparently that was fixed. Speed reading. Okay, here we go. That's what happens in real life. If you talk to people too fast, they'll disappear. They'll just evaporate. Be very careful. Don't try that at home. And then from there, we should be able to go back to get the DLC item. The dodge was kind of mushy, but overall it was fine. I wouldn't really know. I haven't played the demo, but I'm going to give it a try just because a lot of people are asking about it. And like I was saying before, if it's just as good as Mortal Shell, or even better than that, then I'm super excited, because that's the only game that's kind of similar to the theme of this that I really, really enjoyed. Got the Duke's Archives, nice. Never skip a dialogue with your mom, yeah, that's not good, man. Oh, that's the wrong bonfire, I have to go all the way back. So the first one isn't something that you can use. I have to go from Anor Londo. The boat only DS3 hitless run is how you found out about me. That's really cool. I remember I did that run, and I like the run itself actually is cool, so I don't see why people wouldn't like it if you're into the game. But the thing that I think made the video more popular originally, like in the beginning, was people saw the thumbnail and asked me, they're like, how did you beat it with bowing? Like they thought I was actually just doing the gesture. Because the guy in the thumbnail is, I think it's like the Soul of Cinder, or some NPC basically kneeling, and it looks like the gesture in the game. And they thought I beat it without actually hitting anybody. So like 100%, half of the popularity minimum was just because they misread the thumbnail or something. And I also put like a really scary looking face on it too. So it just looks ridiculous. Dead Space is a good ride. Dead Space was really cool. I didn't play the remaster of it. Played the original twice. And then I tried a bit of the second one, but it wasn't the same though. And then I have a friend, he played Callisto Protocol. I was going to go through it, but apparently it's only like 4 or 5 hours. And I watched a bit of it. It looked pretty cool, but I was like, for that price for that short of a game, I don't know. Like if they hit me up and they're like, hey, you want to like have a code of it, or you want to do like a review or something, I would try it, but yeah. I thought it was going to be longer. What's going on, Cloud? How are you doing? Aren't we supposed to get Howling Tree DLC this year? Curse of the Erd Tree, I think, is next year. But I would be okay with this year. I'm just guessing. Like someone was saying by February next year. That was what I said too. Like April latest maybe. Because they usually release games in the first quarter of the year for a lot of them. The only thing is Elden Ring came out a bit earlier than a lot of the other releases, so it could be the same as when it originally came out. Oh, sneaky. Going for the back belly button. That doesn't even make any sense. That was just a really like mild way of saying butthole, but doesn't make any sense though. If you had a belly button on your back, then I'd be very concerned with your anatomy, and you should probably consult a physician. But they're made of crystal too, so I don't think that's too offensive for the people that actually are sensitive about that topic in real life. I shattered the Elden Ring. That's pretty funny. Canceled, yep. There's too many landmines these days. You gotta be careful. Oop. Also, wait, why would a belly button even be a button if you have an inward belly button? I didn't even think about that. You only technically have a belly button if it pokes outwards. And if you want to debate me on that, well, let's debate it right now. Because I don't believe it's a button. Buttons are like convex. They're not concave. Unless it's like external. Like you can have a concave surface on a button, but it still has to be a thing that's plugged into something, right? It's a button that's already been pressed. But who pressed the button though? Then we have we have a whole storyline. I have a theory. You remember that there's the series, I think it was called like Kyle XY or something, where the dude was an alien and he didn't have a belly button. We're probably starting off like that. Whoa. That's probably the beginning of the humans, and then someone does push your stomach too hard. You get Pillsbury Doughboyed, and then they just make an indent, and then some people, they get irritated, so it just comes back. It pops back out because they poke you so hard. Maybe they laugh too hard. What's the arrow under the stamina bar? The arrow is for boosted... I think it's the favor and protection, boosted endurance and health. That's the only ring I have on that gives me a status effect. It's active right now, and then I think red tier stone, it kicks in later. I've never actually seen this guy over here. Look, what are they doing? I usually fight him in the corner and I have a really hard time. We got the pendant. We can do DLC. That was really smooth. I thought we were going to have some trouble on that. I keep forgetting because we have plus 13 now. Doing it this way is different than if we were doing a hitless run even, because the upgrades still wouldn't even be... They wouldn't be too off of like the range we're at. It's just the weapon takes more swings, and the shield is a super nice bonus too. So there is some bonuses in this. Like there is a saving grace until you get to something that burns through the stability. When did you hit your dab pen? Dude, I hit that carbon dioxide, dude. I had too much of it. I inhaled, but I forgot to exhale. The doctor presses it when you come out. That's so scary. Yeah, Slowboy is the name of the character. Just because he's very slow. I was saying before, basically, it looks like he ate lunch really quickly, and he had too much food, but then he went into the wave pool at the splash pad or at the water park, and he's trying to run backwards to his family, but he's like a little too heavy, and the waves are coming in the opposite direction. That's the strut right here. His hamstrings are cramping. Or maybe he's trying to like tiptoe or something like that. It's like hardwood floor and it's squeaky, but he wants to run kind of fast at the same time, so he's like, oh man, I gotta get to the kitchen, dude. One friend of yours used to watch TV series where the protagonist was an alien, and his defining characteristic was that he didn't have a belly button. His name was Kyle. Yeah, that was the show I was talking about. I haven't seen it, but I saw it was like a DVD case for it, and it always just caught my attention because as soon as you see like a person and there's a feature missing, like someone without eyebrows or eyes or ears or whatever, it's like it always stands out quite a bit. So the belly button thing, it was always tripping me out when I was a kid. I don't think I know many people that watched it, but someone told me it was good at one point, I remember. But I feel like if you were an actual alien, you could easily have a belly button. You would just be whatever you want it to be. All right, let's go to the parish again, I think. If I was smart, I would have actually hit the bonfire that is in the tunnel by dusk, and then just been very brave and did that whole part and worked back. Would have been easier. This is why you don't go swimming until 30 minutes after you eat. Exactly. He kind of looks like how people fake run in gym class when they're just taking the course for the credits. Dude, it's like when they do the 12-minute run over here, they do like I think there's like a beep test, and there's like different types of fitness testing in different places, but over here we have the 12-minute run. It's like the people that did the 12-minute run that actually weren't trying to get the best laps. They just wanted to actually survive. It's probably me after like half of the timer. And they played the same song all the time. There was one year they let us listen to our own music, and it was like way easier to do it. I believe genuinely that the music they played made the performance worse. That was a challenge in itself. And I was thinking about it too. They made us do like a thing where we had to stretch, and like our flexibility was marked down on paper. But I was like, what if you had like another reason where you like they wanted you to touch your toes essentially or do something else? I'm like what if you just had like ridiculously long limbs and you just I don't know, it was harder to do for some other reason. I don't know. We did a bunch of like crunches and stuff. We did, I think there was the hanging test. There was pull-ups for guys at one point, I believe, and then like it was a hanging test for the girls. Might have been a bit of both. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that it was like the pull-ups for us though, and then yeah, it was, I don't know. And then what I heard, I don't know if this is true, but anyone that knows someone that goes to school, or if you're in school right now in high school, do you actually have a gym class anymore? Like, do you have to do it? Or even elementary? Like, is there a necessary physical education class, or is it just not a thing anymore? Is this base game, Gerald? It is, yeah. But we're about to go into DLC, so I'm doing every single thing. I might dip out of the DLC and kind of go back and forth. What I've been trying to do is just, if I get stuck on something, go to something else, or try to strategize it with whatever upgrade level I got on the sword at the moment. Because we can still upgrade it 2 more times, but I have no chunks right now. I only have a Titanite slab. And it kind of sucks, because what I did that I made the big mistake on was I went into the hole where Frampt comes out of, where you place the Lord Vessel. And then if you do that, he doesn't like you anymore. But if you talk to him and you let him bring you there, he will break down the Titanite slab. And it will make enough chunks between all the ones available to get plus 14 for the DLC. So this is going to be a bit harder. Like, I should have plus 14 right now. Upgrading weapons? Yeah, I can upgrade this. I can upgrade the shield too, but it doesn't really make a difference. Probably the brain associating the song with struggling through the run. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm serious though. Does anybody know, like, do they still do gym class as a mandatory thing up until a certain grade? Because I remember we always had to do it. Which boss is harder, Manus or Manus LOP? Is LOP Lies of P? Like the new game? Or are you talking about something else? Could be Legend of Pinocchio. Or LARPing in Paris. Lies of P? I didn't know there was a boss called Manus in Lies of P. It's a good question. I'll let you know when I actually get to it. Gym classes in school are mandatory for everyone where you live. Okay, I thought I heard someone like where there's an area where they made it not mandatory anymore, but I wasn't sure if it was here, US, cross seas, whatever, or what grade they were talking about. When you're in high school, which was over a decade ago, we had to take it up until grade 10. I think that's the same here, I'm pretty sure. But like, it was also just like a free credit essentially. So if you could choose to take it, it's like a no-brainer if you don't really have any prerequisites that you really need. You just want a credit. Ooh, scary. Really lucky. Oh, why am I locking on? That's my first mistake. And I died from the tickle. Oh, man. Liza P, bro. Yo, bro, you played Liza P, man. It's a pretty cool game, bro. It's kind of like Bloodborne, but it's like a game like you're playing right now, man. I came in here to see if you played it, but I'm so sorry for asking you, but you played Liza P, brother. It's not going to stop until I play it. And then even when I play it, like there was even people saying yesterday they're going to come to TwitchCon and ask if I played it in person after I'm already done beating it. Okay. I really need to make a meme about that. I don't think anyone else can relate at this point, though. I'm probably the only person. Everyone on the planet's played Liza P. Got to add it to the no-hit runs. Is that what people are actually doing? Is there going to be a God Run 4? And that's part of it? I really hope not. It's a little bit too much. I don't even know if I can punish that. I have to run pretty vigorously on this. Oh no. Can't really reach anything. Okay, close range, I could probably space it. Still got tickled there. Dude, calm down. Calm down. I think Sanctuary Guardian definitely got the highest mark in gym class. 100%. Tail cut. How do you fare against the duo Sanctuary Guardians on a regular run without restrictions? Oh, that's really hard, actually. I know it doesn't count as like an official boss fight. I've done it a couple times, but it's very tricky. I usually cheese them in the doorway. Just for fun. I mean, like, we could try it on this at the end, but I'm not sure if it would work too well after a few attempts. I don't even know how I would do that. They're just, like, the one is so fast by itself. Look at that, dude. Oh, yeah, one is so quick that, I don't know, even if you played absolutely perfect, it's, again, a lot of close calls. So I'm not even sure how you could distract both at the same time. It's like, at least with ONS, Smo is kind of slow when you got the pillars. Four Kings, you know, they're very slow and they spawn in on a delay. And then there's not really anything else that is concerning multiple enemies, right? Does no equipment changes mean no upgrading? I can upgrade the equipment, I just can't actually change I can't swap the equipment, right? I originally had it as swap in the title, then I made it changes just to make it a bit more clear. So I can't change the base stuff that the knight comes with. I can use consumables and I can add rings because it doesn't have any rings by default. But that means no changing the broadsword, no changing the armor, maintaining the rolling, and no leveling as well. Ooh, that caught me still. Turn them against each other, yeah. What would even be a good insult? It's like he called you a cotton-headed ninny-muggin goat boy? Something like that? This game looks so cool. Was it inspired by Lies of P? So what I heard, actually, was technically Lies of P created the universe, and then everybody forgot about it, but we're just starting to come back to the original idea that Lies of P is the origin right now. That's why there's so much talk about it. They had to make a game to get people kind of comfortable with the idea. Your tail isn't as big. Dude, having a big tail would be such a disadvantage, though, because it's so much easier to cut off, and if someone stepped on it, you'd think it would hurt even more, right? I always imagine when I watched Dragon Ball, like if I had a monkey tail like Goku, it would be really, really annoying. Everyone else thought it was cool. I'm like, that would be the worst thing ever. Okay, I'm gonna try Red Tear Stone and see. Oh my god. I don't even know how. I don't even know how. I don't even know why. I don't even know who. What is happening? Oh my god, the damage is pretty good. Oh. Sometimes when I roll twice, it's like super panic, but that's not good though. I need to stop. Oh. Come on, I gotta be very careful. I gotta lock on that time. Liza P from Piyazaki. Oh man. had to cheese them to kill them too. Only boss in Soulsborne you felt perfectly fine cheesing. It's also after the DLC. They didn't make it a mandatory thing. If they wanted to get people really good, which would probably make everyone super frustrated, they should have put it in between something. But the fact they leave it at the very end and you're likely to do this for a lot of people to finish off the game, it's like, you know, it's like, everyone's tired. It's like they've just literally gone on an adventure and the movie's over. Main character did exactly what they're supposed to do, and no one even cares anymore. Like, they could have put 12 of them, and then you just be like, okay, whatever. They play Dark Souls 2 now. But yeah, if we had to mod this game for extra enemies, like if we did the regular boss fight required with 2 or 3 of them, because we've tried 3 times the enemies on Dark Souls 3, that was ridiculous. I think this one would be really hard, even with a leveled character. The lightning especially. I got lucky there. I don't know what that was. And 20 more minutes. Can we beat Sanctuary Guardian and get to Artorias, maybe? Just maybe. Frieza's your biggest opponent. Frieza, okay, the thing with Frieza that's really weird is I feel like the first form is way scarier than his perfect form. Cell is kind of like that too. There's a point in between when he's becoming more perfect where he looks way cooler in terms of like he looks way more scary. So they become like pretty when they get stronger. They should have done it the opposite. He should have become like the xenomorph alien guy after. This lion is good at its job. It's very good. Oh my, what was that? Kid Buu was definitely the scariest. Kid Buu, you think so? I think Super Buu was pretty scary. Or, no, wait, regular Majin Buu is the one that has like the cape and everything. Regular Majin Buu is pretty scary. Like if it was real life, I would be scared of Majin Buu. What clears this run as complete anime? I'm beating every single boss in the game with the rules that are in the title. So once Gwyn is dead, essentially we'll do Gwyn last, and then we'll get the credits. And the only things left are DLC, 4 Kings, Nito, and Gwyn. I'm gonna go really try hard on this one. Want to know if there's a different cue for when he's firing the big one. It's really tricky. Ooh, hello. Can't see you. Where are you coming from, huh?
Let strength be granted so the world might
R2?
be mended.
Nice. That's one thing too, I can get a stagger on this guy. I gotta remember that. It's probably one more attack like that. I get a stagger. Let's try again right here. Let's get R2. No. R2 again. Stagger. No. Nothing. Okay, we're aggressive, dude. Another R2. There's a stagger. Yup. Beat him. Then we're gonna get one more. Nope, never mind. Oh, it's over now. The hope is dwindling. It was good until it was over. I don't even know how I dodged that. That was ridiculous. Kyo, thank you so much for the 4 months, dude. Welcome back. How are you doing? I think you were already here, though. You already said something, didn't you? Unless I'm hallucinating. That tends to happen when you're in a heavy suit of armor for a prolonged period of time. It's not good. The instruction book says take off helmet every 30 minutes. Oh no. Oh no. Oof. Thank you. Very happy. Oh, and then he got stuck for a second. He pulled the big dum-dum. Oh no. No. Usually after he does the headbutt, he doesn't attack again. I probably should have gone for something there. I got greedy, I got greedy, I got greedy. Ugh. Ugh. I think I'm actually jumping in real life a little bit while I'm playing this. Like I'm getting kind of tense on the lightning. Oh my god, I don't even know how that hit the ground. Oh, one more. No, greedy. Greedy. Oh, get him. No, fuck it. Too greedy. Run it. Yes. Oh man, the sweaty hands. I gotta wipe them off. All right, we have 15 minutes left. Can I get Artorias in 15 minutes? Probably not. SWAT Dog, what's up? How's it going? It's been a while, dude. Thank you for the GGs, everybody. That was actually kind of hard. Like, the counter hit when he does the big lightning and he flies overhead and you're just running, I think it's almost a one-shot. Stopping at 9:30. Wait, oh, what time is it, actually? Okay, my computer is weird. So what it does is sometimes it's ahead of the time of the clock, sometimes it's behind. It's almost exactly the same time as the real time, though, so... Like, it would technically be 10 o'clock my time. Just a little bit after that.
Well, but not. Ah, I thank thee deeply for rescuing Her Highness. But and so.
You go eat beans. What kind of
Thank
beans?
You. I am Elizabeth. Something of a god. I shall assist for.
You gotta upload that fight. Well, I'm gonna upload the entire run, so it'll be the whole thing with some of the dead parts cut out where I'm just kind of like doing boring stuff, or maybe it'll be sped up a bit, but I'm gonna try to see if I can at least capture like 3 hours of it, maybe 2.5 at the least, of all the really good stuff. I mean, if it comes down to it and there's like even more stuff than that, I'll make it longer. And then the unedited run will be on the second channel, and I will get to actually like plugging that and linking that very soon. By like the end of this week, it'll be there, because I have stuff on it already. I think the Armored Core playthrough, I don't know if that's uploaded, but there's some stuff I've done on Elden Ring, and there's some older things on there too already. And
may the flame.
Yeah, I don't want to build too big of a backlog on it. I should probably try to get to at least like 1,000 subs on it so I can get the YouTube partner on it. Take it a bit more seriously. It's been okay. Kind of disappeared for a bit. Went through a bit of a depression. For a bit, you felt better. Ended up leaving all your Discords and disappearing. Do I know how you can get back into the Discord? You should be able to actually access it right now as anybody. It's an open Discord now. I'm sorry to hear that, though, dude. I'm glad that you actually are feeling better. Sometimes, I don't know if that was a strategy that you kind of use to focus on other things, but sometimes that kind of stuff helps a little bit, like not doing the usual routine that you would do. So if you're on Discord a lot, or if you're maybe on here watching a lot of streams, stepping away from that, going and doing other activities can make a huge difference. But if it was just because that was how you were feeling and you couldn't bring yourself to talk to people, I hope that you're being more social now. Boss win compilation. So it'll actually be the whole run. It'll be basically the idea explaining what I'm doing. It'll have some of the really funny moments from the environment, every single boss fight, multiple attempts on some of them, and then just kind of cutting to like what happened and how the death went with an intro and an outro. That's why I was thinking like maybe 3 hours would get all of the really good stuff in this, because by the time we finish it, I'm thinking it's still going to be something like 12 hours at least. I'm not 100% sure. It'd be really cool if it was less than that. I know for a fact Nito we can get pretty soon. Like we could do that within maybe 15, 20 minutes after we finish this fight. I should have sat down there. That would have been smart. Yeah, I can get Nito pretty quickly. 4 Kings, I have no idea. 4 Kings will probably be one of the hardest things. And then this is just the beginning of the DLC, so I'm expecting... Like, I think Calamite is going to be rough. Because Calamite, you can't hit him that often. His neck traps you. Like, it kind of, like, grabs you and then, like, keeps you in the pocket where he attacks. And I can't space him or anything. So, like, even if I iframe the attack, it still keeps going and it'll just kill me. That's one thing I'm not really sure about. I think Artorias is going to be harder. So, like, that's what I originally thought, because I tried this way back in the day, and I think I did get it, but it was over the course of a really long time, and it was before I had even tried to do other big challenge runs like Hitless. It was on the tail end of being, like, a PvP streamer, and it was really, really hard for me at the time. So even the basic stuff took a lot longer, and I remember Calamite specifically was more than a day. It was like 2 or 3 days or something like that. That's why you've been really busy. Well, I'm glad you're actually making some time and you're here. That's amazing. Especially at this time too, because for me, I would already have been done streaming by like probably 6 to 7 if it was the older schedule we were on. Or the typical time that I would end at normally. So tomorrow will probably be a lot earlier. It'll be whenever I get back from training. Because I got to train one of the people I'm working with, and then immediately after that. You can keep Calamite at lock distance, but Artorias comes at you all buffed. He does. It's just the only thing with Artorias that was typically challenging on any of the base level runs, or like low stamina, low damage. It's when he flips. And like for a long time, I only could dodge it with the flip ring because that's what I was used to using. So even going back to using regular fast roll was really hard. And then I can't even imagine what medium roll or the fat roll would be like on the flips nowadays. That'd be ridiculous. What do you work with, Toma? So I'm working with some people for doing fitness and nutrition, either online or there's a couple people that I'm working with like right now directly in real life. One of which I can't train with as often, so he's just doing the fitness plan. He's doing the nutrition that I wrote on his own. I'll train sometimes with him, and then the other person is like pretty much almost every session we're doing directly, and he hired me as his like full-time coach to transform because he's trying to go from the upwards of 400-pound range. We're trying to get him to around 250 ultimately. That was his goal. And I don't know how long that's going to take, but he's doing really good. And yeah, that's something I've had a big passion for, is just trying to work with people and give them different tools to help their lifestyle in terms of becoming healthier or just getting stronger, whatever it is.
Snap.
And I think like when it's a really big goal, like a huge transformation, it's like satisfying on a level that I can't really describe. It's kind of like you get to see people, and I've only had a very brief amount of experience with big transformations, but like the very first person I ever trained that got me into wanting to do this as like kind of just like a side project was actually a pretty big one too, where I think he went down almost 100 pounds, but then like he gained a lot of muscle and gained back some weight that was good, and then became just a completely different person. So it's something I really enjoy doing. And especially if I get to work with someone that's like already a friend or whatever I'm pretty close with, that's huge. And then I helped my uncle a little bit too, and he had to have surgery originally because his knee was deteriorating, and then he went back to the doctor.
So long.
And the doctor's like, how did you lose so much weight? And he's just like, you don't have to have the surgery anymore. You can wait you could wait till like later on, like you're fine. But now he wants to get it still and get a replacement so he can actually just do more activity, because he's actually inspired to like not only just be able to lift weights and like walk and stuff, but to run. And he wants to get back into skating too, because he used to skateboard like I do. He got me into it originally, so he wants to like be able to skate with me. So I thought that was crazy. Like you just get to see aspects of people change where their quality of life improves, other than just, you know, being precautious and being healthy. They actually become pretty cool from all the benefits and everything. But yeah. And then as far as like people from the community that I've worked with, some of you guys have actually made some pretty cool progress and learned some things too. I know it's kind of like I've learned it's a 50-50. If you're willing to put in like serious effort and you follow everything, like you're going to get amazing results. But then some people, they kind of go back and forth because their lifestyle changes, whatever. But as long as you leave with more knowledge and you could do whatever you need to, and it's all in your head, it's not like, oh, I have to go and read a book to relearn this. Like I just have the skill now. So no matter what situation I end up in, I can always go back and rely on these tools. Like that's the goal. Sounds like a rewarding, exciting job. Glad to hear your uncle's better too. I don't even think of it as a job. It's just something I like to do. But for the time that I spend on it, I do charge a bit of money. It's probably the lowest amount of money most people would for that kind of thing. But I do want to make it more of a serious thing in the future. I looked into getting certified. I took the test and I got a pass on the first try, just as like I was curious. I got almost a perfect score just like with my basic knowledge. But then I was like, I looked into it. I'm like, I don't really want to go and like spend all the money and do all these things just to say that I have a piece of paper when I'm already doing stuff and people are getting results. So I might as well just study the literature and keep going. And then if it ever is a necessity in the future, I will. But I don't need to work for a commercial place or meet requirements for anybody. I can just do my own thing. So that's kind of where I'm at now, but it's just like a fun side thing to do. And it helps me learn more stuff too, because like I get to think about, or I get to learn about how people think too. That's a huge thing that is helping with goals and especially like health, nutrition. You need to change the mindset first, because so many people are really smart. Like all you guys are super smart, and you know kind of inherently what's best for you to a degree based on what information you've absorbed over time. It's how do you put that into practice? Because there's so many choices of what you can do. People get overwhelmed with what to start with, or they develop fears or like different psychological attachments to certain things. So it's like breaking down that stuff. Oh, the flip wasn't too bad there. Okay. I'm probably going to play this fight unlocked. So Robin, how have you been? What's going on in Grim? 9.30 plus or minus 1 minute. So wait, your time zone, it's 30 minutes behind mine? Is that what you're saying? Artorias doesn't let me attack him much. Ooh, that's really rough, dude. The damage is so bad. This is like a red tearstone fight. Oh my god. That's crazy. And then out of an attack, I might not even have enough to not only reach him, but then roll if he does the flips. That was crazy. Okay, so I can punish that if I'm very, very accurate. Yeah, I don't even know if the thrust attack is a good one to go for. So he's usually going to roll away. Unless he does that. So I have to kind of go into him, double back, and then roll out, depending on if it's pocket sand or the spin. Even that doesn't connect. That's crazy. This almost reminds me of being like on like very close proximity to the distance that you have to be to hit him from the Thief Run, where you get a knife. Like, it's almost similar to that. I thought it was going to be much easier to hit him. You love this fight? Favorite in the series? In my game, in this game, this is my favorite one for sure. This is the #1. It's also one of the best soundtracks. Oh god, scary. Okay, there's an R2. Hasn't even tried the buff yet. It's crazy because even using the charcoal resins or the lightning resins on the DLC, it doesn't really do much. It's almost nothing. It's so scary. Oh no. One Estes. Can we use it? So I'm probably gonna have to get used to going into him just so when he does buff, I can stagger him. I don't know how many hits it's gonna take. I'm just gonna go for it. If it doesn't work, then I mean we learned it's not enough, but this weapon should stagger when he buffs. Just gotta do a lot of two-handed R1s and just trust that the stamina after that is what's scary. Because then that's like my major opportunity for damage. Where are you going? Dude, the dodge too. Crazy. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here's the buff. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. 3. 3 works, perfect. Oh, not enough. The second flip there. That if it was a second flip or a multi-flip, I'd be dead there. So I can't go for 4 on the buff unless I'm willing to chance it. Oh, you know, Green Blossom would have helped actually. That probably would have made it possible. Should put those on. Ooh, spicy. Do I have a humanity? I don't have it equipped. Are we gonna have to do an equip on the fly here, or like a menu pop? I don't even know how I'm gonna get that. Let's see. Probably not easily. That was like kind of better. There's only 1 left. Okay, let's save it. Go. 3. We haven't seen the 3 flip yet. I don't want to jinx it. There it is. Okay. Nice. Can't remember if he does a thrust after that one either. Ooh. It's a pretty crazy intro. This is what I meant by like when people were saying maybe get to Calamite. Like the fights are actually going to take so long, even if they're the first try. That like I couldn't even imagine that. Like this fight's going to be more than 10 minutes easily. Oh, here we go. Let's get the quick 3. 1, 2, 3. This would be so much better with RTSR. So if I come back on it, I'll probably set up Red Tearstone and then just try to do it perfectly, because it'll be so much quicker. Sullivan's found a third. Oh, he poked me in RTSR. Okay. He can do the poke. But it was like an individual one, so I could have got distance. That was scary, though. All right, let's see. How much does this improve the damage?
Let strength be granted so the world might be mended.
Walking out of range of that is just frightening, dude. Should probably roll it anyways. Here we go. Okay, get a nice 3 here. Big damage. Oh, massive. Here we go. Not actually, but for this fight. Oh boy. This is one of those fights where if you sneeze, like it's over. You can't get a tickle in the nose, tickle in the eyeball, anything. It's too late at that point. Ah, there it is. You got me with just the tip, dude. That was a halfway attempt on the first one, though. Not bad. So if we go back and we do Red Tearstone the whole thing, I mean, there's a chance he gets me with just a silly attack out of nowhere, but that was good enough to do it perfectly, for sure. I think that with every hit I did before that, if I had Red Tearstone, he'd be at less than a quarter at that point. And especially if I go aggressive and I go 4 attacks on the transformation, so that's pretty damn good. Looks like he's slow rolling. 2? Oh, me? Yeah, I'm doing the slow roll. So the challenge is level 5 Knight, no leveling. So it's like a base level run, but I have to keep all the equipment from the Knight on. It's called a class challenge, and then he slow rolls by default. And yeah, I can't switch the weapon for anything else. I can upgrade it, and I can put on rings. That's it. Need more Estus? The thing is, though, with that fight, like, yes and no, because like, would you rather see me take 2 times longer to kill him, or even more than that? Or do I use Red Tearstone, do it perfectly, and then have way better attempts, right? Like basically like my concentration doesn't need to extend that far because I can kill him sooner. I'd almost rather do it perfectly and kill him sooner. Oh, you're talking about Artorias. Yeah, he's got mid-roll, that's true. If this was Liza P, you could have made it. Oh man. All right, well then that's gonna be it for today, guys. We're gonna pause the timer at 9:38. I'm gonna quit out. We streamed for about just under 4 hours today. I did about, I think, 6.5 yesterday of this. So combined in real time, that is getting close to 11 hours of gameplay. On the game clock, I don't actually know why it doesn't say that. Am I off on the time? 9:38. I don't know if, oh, maybe because in the beginning yesterday we were doing other stuff. We were fiddling around. So yeah, it's pretty close to about 9 hours, 40 minutes then. Because I had to reinstall the game and everything. Single favorite boss fight ever? In any of the games, my favorite thing out of all of them, probably Sword Saint Ishin, if I had to pick. Also, Matewick, thank you for the 5 months. I appreciate it, man. Dopio, last week your girlfriend and you were watching the Elden Ring streams, and we discovered after almost a decade that you could always skip in Dark Souls. Your head's exploded. You could always skip. Wait, what do you mean by skipping? like skipping content or actually doing the action of skipping. That's sounds ridiculous. I don't even know if you remember me previously, Keo. You were that dude who ate a shit ton of almonds. I do remember you talking about the almonds, and everybody was laughing in chat about it. And then I asked you why you did that, and your logic for it was really funny. But that wasn't even that long ago. That was earlier in the year, wasn't it? All right. Anyways, we're going to raid somebody and surprise them. I really appreciate you guys watching. It was fun. We're gonna come back again tomorrow and do a lot more of this. See if we can finish the DLC. I think 4 Kings will be a little easier than Artorias, but I don't know. We'll see. It's kind of tricky because I can't use Red Tier Stone Ring unless I break the Favor and Protection Ring. But at that point, if Nito's already dead, I'll just break Favor and Protection. We'll do Red Tier Stone and the Ring from Sif, so I can actually not fall into the Abyss. And then I'll do Gwyn with that too.